babies and ask if this is organic.
No, it started out with me just clicking the button just then.
Okay, so it has now then.
The block value isn't on the armor cards.
Oh fudge, you're absolutely right. That is a valuable thing, and it does need to be on there.
I just wrote down in my learned skills.
For now, just right-click and add it into the description. The robots is 14, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 14. Hang on.
It's on the old sheet. It's 14.
Robot 3, block
eaten by the
14,
boy.
yes. I don't think Raider armor has a block value, or if it does, it's shite. Oh, if anyone cares, Raider has a block of 6. But honestly, good luck with that.
I have a block of 5 on my own, and now, frankly, I don't know. I just feel so defeated.
The dodge of -2.
Isn't it kind of like Mad Max style, sort of like armor anyway? So it's just like a fucking bandolier.
Yeah, think of it as just like
it covers my nipples.
Well, think of it more like when you see in Mad Max and they've got like the coats and they've strapped like bits of tire and like sheets of metal on. That's what I'm aiming for.
And like an old saw blade on the shoulder and stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So proper wastelandy nonsense armor.
I am going to call bullshit because I know for a fact that Leon could easily craft something that's better than that.
But
yeah.
We live in the world of Fallout where these things exist, so.
No, we live in the world of Fallout, ruled by the dictatorship of GURPS.
Yes.
That is actually an idea, Mim. Making some plate armor if we get enough steel sheets or something.
Well, the way I'm going to be doing that is you can basically modify existing armors with appropriate things. So, like, I'm pretty sure you've got some usable steel in your pile of crap. I would allow you to use
I have workable
to
steel.
improve armor, for instance.
I have 5 chunks of workable steel.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You know.
I have 2 chunks of aluminium and
stop giving that out.
What?
Gonna stop giving that out.
Oh no! It's. Have you any idea how much crap I've been going through to find that shit?
I guess.
I'm pretty sure I've torn down more houses than, I don't know, a fucking terrorist attack.
Anyway, right. So let me just get a bit of history so I know where we are. So, last time we had people being slightly ill, but recovering from radiation poisoning.
They just had Rad Rona.
Yeah, the Rad Rona. You had some failed repairs. What did you fail to repair? What were you repairing? Crikey.
What was I repairing?
Either way, it was. I noted that down in secret, so whatever it was you were trying to repair had failed.
Rude.
You'd buried some cable.
Yep.
That's true. Not enough, but we made about, what was it, 1/3?
And
yeah.
You'd been scavenging quite a bit.
I tried to fix the Geiger counter on my QT and failed.
That's what it was. You failed to fix it. Yep.
But I succeeded in fixing the walkie-talkie.
You did.
Which I gave to the Haas.
You did, because you had an amazing roll on that, I seem to recall.
Yeah, it has an energy cell as its battery, so it's probably going to last a few years.
Yeah, I'll allow it to be quote-unquote indefinitely powered.
Amelia, I'm so sorry for that, for Rich's note about repairs, because he said that, and I immediately thought of me, and I just said to myself, I don't remember failing a repair.
Screw you.
I was just like, I'm so good at repairing stuff. I don't remember
I'm so
failing.
good.
Oh yeah, come try to fix my Geiger counter.
I'm pretty sure it's electronics. I can't
Can he
repair
hit
that.
it with a big wrench? Just
Well, if I can.
Leon just walloping the cutie with
Okay.
a giant wrench. Is it fixed?
Okay, Rich, if I were to try to repair her Geiger counter using straight up my repair skill with a disadvantage, what would the disadvantage be?
What's your repair skill at? What's your core?
15.
Oh, geez, you're actually good, aren't you?
Well, yeah, that's why I was like, I haven't failed a
Um,
repair.
Well, as far as I'm aware,
Yo, son of a bitch.
it would be. I won't tell you numbers, but it would be a moderate disadvantage because you're working in a specialized field of repairs.
Yeah. Also, I have to ask, Amelia, did you go with? Did you make the big yeah to the thing that I wrote in the chat?
What?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Because I was like, it's not that funny. But yeah, it's
No, I posted something in the chat. Something you should make.
The mailbox.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, fair enough.
I'm just gonna.
Snacks.
Oh,
I found
don't
it
go near
particularly
them.
funny.
I nearly destroyed all of reality by rolling this giant bag. Why is the bag so huge?
Just go on to Arnica.
Yeah,
I found the thing that he said particularly funny because he said post box because it's so British.
Oh, postbox.
Well, what do you call it in
Well, normally they call it
Narnia?
a mailbox, don't they?
Narnia.
Yeah, no, that's the American way. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not normal.
The post box is just so British.
Actually, if you translate it directly, that's actually the same we say in Danish, because post is post.
Yeah, it
spelled
is
the same
over
way.
here too.
Yeah, and box is kasse, so it's postkasse, so it's post box. It's
I wonder
actually
if there's a
Over
pre-box
here it's postbus.
that collects mail before you even sent it.
pre-box.
Because it collects
Pre-box. No,
information.
I'm pretty sure that's a move in the bedroom.
No, that's after. Actually.
Bow,
So it collects things after post.
Actually, yeah. Chike, the first two pictures that you posted, that would be easy as shit to make. I just need. Oh.
I just love the second picture down below. It's got some huge fucking dents, whether somebody's fired like a 6-pounder at his chest.
Yeah.
And he's like the third test dummy to be in there. He's like, third time's the charm.
Yeah.
The other person's got organ failure and fucking
But yeah,
pooping out his kidneys.
I'm not sure that the Haas wants to look like a mailbox, but
I
or
don't
post
need to. I've got
Yeah, you've got a fucking Tesla armor.
I got a fucking.
Oh my god, yes.
Which I need to communicate somehow, but I'm going to do RP that it may need a bit of TLC.
Also,
Tender loving care.
Tesla armor has a block value. You'll be glad to know. Tesla armor has a block of 7. So if you just want to add that as a description on there, because currently I forgot to add it on the card.
Oh my god.
Talking of which, what do these cards look like? Because I'm going to have to find somewhere to add the block value.
Oh crap.
What does the hard hat have as block value?
Damn, I have so many things I have to make, and I just thought of another one. Shit.
These are not bad things.
The hard hats.
Your
It's
hard
definitely a
hat
good
has a
thing.
block of 0.
What did you do?
Where's the...
I don't know.
What
Get back.
happened?
Get back.
I don't know. I saw it
no.
fling that
Undo
way.
the thing.
What's happening?
Something has happened. We don't know what or
No
why.
one is going to be allowed to actually interact with any objects because we all just keep fucking the table.
But how?
Yeah.
You just picked it up
Where
and
is
then
it?
flew away. Oh, there it is.
It's there.
Is it?
Okay, I want to
Was
know
it?
how I prevent that from happening.
Nice logo.
Yeah.
You just press L and then it will lock. Here, they're locked. No more flippity
I
flopty.
don't have permission to lock.
I like this, so it's just like weapons,
Oh yeah.
weapons.
Oh, yeah, I like the designs on the cards.
Yeah.
This is
But no, Jack, me just realizing I now have yet another thing I have to do is because I just realized the whole invention part is easier for me if I have a working model. And you finding a Tesla armor,
Yes.
I have so many things I have to do because I
I
have
will
to
say,
create
Mim,
like an almost sterile place to make stuff.
before
I
you
have
get
to create
too
power.
before you get too taken away with the idea of recreating Tesla armor, be aware that it is a pre-war invention, and that means that it's quite high tech.
I have no.
it's probably Tech 9 or something level.
Oh yeah.
Well, how do we do that again?
Do what?
Quinn had pieces of level 8 and 9.
Yeah, Quinn was 8 and 9, but that was only because of some of the things that you'd put into him.
Yeah, Ruby's current understanding is tech level 8 or something?
Yes, because you were attempting to.
Yeah, her quest is to get her to she can make tech level 9 stuff.
Yeah, that's what
Or
you were
understand.
aiming for.
Oh yeah, I have to remember. I was actually training robotics. I haven't really paid attention to that.
Yeah, I think I offered you a Quinn last time to like here. Do you
Yeah,
want to practice?
again, Amelia, as I've reminded said many times during the last session, I don't have I don't. There's not enough time in the day for Leon. Because he keeps focusing on getting stuff that we need as a group. It's just
Right.
Yep.
Does an electrical engineering kit have a what do you call those things in English? Like the thing that has a volt and amp meter and stuff with the two
A
prongs
voltmeter.
and yeah, voltmeter, I guess.
Electrical engineering kit.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
I'm
But
so glad we
Intervention.
decided to move our day.
yeah, I think today's going to be more working shit out.
Logistics?
Logistics. Right, so electrical fucking. So
You did this.
well, to be honest, it's not. It's my mom's idea to suddenly move to say that.
it's
Oh,
not
we
a
should
problem. It's not a
Yeah.
problem, so don't worry. The day we plan on.
No.
I'm sad though we can't do it on what was it? Someone couldn't do it on Thursday. What was that?
That was
Yes,
Frosty at school.
Frosty has
School.
school.
Learn Dutch.
Let's
Orchard.
have
loggy log.
You know what? Screw it. I'll look in and see what GURPS tells me a kit includes, because there's probably something similar in here I can look up. So miscellaneous items. This is going to be a not medical gear. Machinist do you have a specific type? Because I've got 2 different kits here.
No, I just have an electrical engineering kit.
Electrical engineering kit. Right, so that's probably come out of Fallout then.
It weighs 10 pounds.
Weighs 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it might be GURPSian because they weigh 10 pounds. Ah, that's the electronics repair GURPS kit. Let me just see what that means in English.
So how's everyone else been doing? Making small talk.
Bacon.
Making bacon?
Bacon.
Mate,
Bacon.
I've been sleeping so much. You just...
We got radical.
You did find the time to create new character sheets, so...
Yeah, but literally I think I woke up, rolled over and made them and went back to sleep, because I've just been... I don't know if it's just like... I don't know, I'm just sleeping. Sleeping. They call me Sleepy Rich.
Also, Frosty, making bacon, is that a euphemism for you just getting more and more fat?
Pretty much.
Rude.
Actually, I was chewing on something.
Nom, 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 nom.
Because right now, I wasn't sure, but it could also be the fact that he's just been working on perfecting his skills to make bacon.
Hammer
Little
super.
column A, little column B, and some column C.
To come to the nub of it, having the kit means that when you do stuff, you consider to have the right tools, and that affects the modifiers, because if you don't have tools, or if you have negative or broken tools, or things like that, you end up with much more penalized check.
I need to make sure I mention that I use that kit whenever I'm doing stuff, I guess.
But like I say, for the most part, if you have the correct tools, then your modifier is generally supposed to be 0, unless you're rushing it or doing it in a bad, like, bad light or something. Generally, if at some stage you start losing bits of your toolkit, or if your toolkit is damaged, then you will start suffering negative penalties when you do repairs, because you will no longer have equipment to perform the repairs. So as to what it contains, I'm guessing an ephemeral concept of things that an electrician would use.
Okay.
Just, magical role-play appearing tools.
Fair enough.
Let me just. I will quickly go to the section on repairs and nonsense. So.
The map is not black for me. This one.
What?
Yeah, I can't see anything.
I still see the. Well, I guess. Drawn on it.
Ooh, what's black?
A print screen.
Oh, your print screen. What?
No. Oh, print screen so I can show.
Yeah, someone. I don't know what you're saying is black.
Upload.
I have to look at Discord now, don't I?
Of that one. That's also not black for me.
Both of them are black for me. They're both like that, but
Oh, really? Oh, you know what? This is. Oh, fuck it.
it doesn't
Well, hang
bother
on.
me.
It's only for him, though.
That's stupidly annoying. It's Tabletop Simulator being terrible at Fog of War. What was that just?
Why does it move so funny?
Because he's. I don't know. I don't know. Please don't
Make
get
sure
it
it
near the.
doesn't
Don't go
touch
near the
anything.
cards in the middle. The world will explode.
The world can't handle Duff beer.
The world cannot handle Duff beer. Anyway, so to give a quick paraphrased example of repairing things. Page 484 of the main basic set. So, diddly dee diddly dee.
Ow. Your ring.
Minor repairs, such as things to damaged equipment, yada yada yada, require half an hour and a successful skill roll. If you have equipment modifiers and time spent. For modifiers as well as device. So depending on how technical something can be, it can make it harder, or I can make shit up at how hard it is. And apparently it's based on cost. For how much you can repair in a given time.
Okay.
So I may actually have to have a look at the supposed cost of Quinn, because then I can work out his repair times.
But how do you do that on specific bits?
Again, I'm going by what the book tells me. It's based on the supposed cost of a specific bit. So if for
Well-
instance you take his computer brain out, that's worth like £26,000.
Yeah.
And so the repair value of that and the repair time modifier, or the repair difficulty modifier, is based on the value of it, from what I'm reading.
So his armor would be repaired instantly because it has no value.
His armor would be, again, this would be based on the robot sheet that we used to build him.
Oh.
Because
Well, I was just using this armor thing as a.
yeah, unfortunately, I didn't actually have in terms of value to the game. Robots come with their plating attached, so it has no intrinsic game value because you cannot trade it per se.
Okay.
What the fuck? What? Why is the door going?
The door. Where's the door going? Is it upset? Is
I
it
don't know.
leaving
It's
you?
very upset.
I think the door has left me.
Oh.
So yeah, if
The
you particularly
door
want
has
to look
left
it
the
up,
building.
it's basic set page 484, and it's under repairs. And from what I'm seeing, major repairs, reduced item to 0 or negative hit points, so something that's fucked up basically. Not so, for instance, the Tesla armor that you're wearing is not currently fucked up; it's just badly damaged. But that does contain a negative modifier because of how badly damaged it is. So, long story short, how expensive something is makes it harder.
Okay.
And then if you've got toolkits and yada yada yada, everything is a modifier.
Hmm.
Everything's a modifier. I'll try and get a summary of the total modifiers to put onto a little card for you or something, so you've got a reference. Much like I did with Mimic's invention thing.
I found something funny.
Right.
The spit weapon type is twat -1.
it's
Sorry.
what? Oh yeah. TW at -1. This is what happens when you don't pay attention when you invent.
What did I miss?
Oh yeah.
Toxic spit.
Yeah.
Type TW, thrown weapon, but at -1 because it's a badly aimed weapon.
What is this?
Um,
Crits are from Texas.
yeah. Oh, that.
In Denmark.
No, it's because it does toxic crits. And that's supposed to be at 1/4 endurance, but apparently the 1/4 symbol doesn't like this font.
Oh. So it's okay.
So it's now endurance.
How do you hang on? Isn't that one of the Control-Alt?
Sorry.
I gotta try this.
Why can't I?
Oh.
1/4.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. But either way, this font set that's on this card, because these are printed images, and the font set I have used, which is it's only like Calibra or something. It's not a fucking fanciful font, but either way, it hasn't fucking rendered it. Let's get back to Fallout, because so far we've figured out how to not repair things, how to break the game Tabletop Simulator, and how to throw a can across the room. So, it is, what is it?
It is. Where's my log?
November 27th.
The Saturday.
21:45. The average temperature outside is... Oh, hello.
The temperature is, oh, hello.
That's the weirdest thing you've said. Stop it! Sorry, I'm being raided by my wife.
Don't stop.
That sounds like molesting.
No.
That's messed up.
Oh, it sounds like he's having having the violence like I like my beer. Domestic.
Right, so
When you're drinking beer.
I'm drinking beer.
I had a
No.
beer yesterday. It was delicious. Thank you very much.
No, sorry, not really drinking any alcohol. Basically, having a blood thinner.
Oof.
Person.
Oh,
Yeah, you get fucking twatted.
Yeah. No, it's not the fact. No, it's not the fact that I'm having a blood thinner right now. It's more the fact that my knee is trying to heal, so I don't want to thin the blood.
In the blood.
I'm just going to leave that one alone.
Please do correct me if I'm wrong, because it's something I got told ages ago. So I don't know if it's true or not.
All of your stuff with alcohol is processed by your liver.
Yeah.
So unless you're having liver things, it's not really that much. The biggest problem with it would be dehydration.
Dehydration.
Actually, let me. Gonna get my vodka. Be right back.
so the
That is
weather
legit.
forecast.
The weather forecast in the I don't know what region you're in actually.
The
East
bad
Germany?
reason.
I mean, it's eastern of it's the eastern. Oh,
Northeast?
Saxony, I believe. Is it Saxony? Where
Hooray!
are you? I don't know. Saxons, something. Anyway, the weather forecast is an average temperature of 7 degrees with cold, dry, steady, with rain later on in the day.
Bugger.
Yeah, so it's going to start raining today, I'm afraid. It's been dry for nearly a week, and you had that little bit of snow, but today it's going to rain.
Okay.
Freezing rain.
You'll be glad to know not freezing rain. It will hit 0 degrees, but that will be late at night.
I actually have rain for November 24
20.
and 23.
Oh, it was yeah, it wasn't full rain. It was what I classify as changing rain.
Okay.
So this is
Yeah.
like it's raining outside. You look outside and it's like.
Okay.
The other issue was thinking it more a case of like rain in London, where it's just like, yeah, it rains for 10 minutes and then it fucks off.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, it's
Right.
London raining.
Yeah.
What is the group about to do? Let me pass over the world. Thanks, Vulcan.
Are we doing school first or?
You guys wanted to go out, right, in the morning? Or is it too cold? Do you want to do it more in middle?
Well, it was going to rain later on the day, so I guess we should go now.
Should do it now, yeah. At school while it's raining.
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be out in the rain. Vulcan's like, no, don't go out in the rain.
Yeah.
That's how you get like.
Yeah.
Another thing that Leon has to make: umbrellas.
Rad-proof umbrellas.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. That. Wow. That's all the way back in like the first couple of sessions where being out in radioactive rain was one of our biggest concerns.
Unfortunately, it did rain on you an awful lot on that journey.
It
did.
Rain.
Which why we never made the Volksbramen.
Ooh. I guess we could go scavenging.
So school first, then scavenging afterwards?
No,
But
scavenging first and then.
you don't want to rain.
But isn't it raining now?
No,
No.
it's changing to rain later.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, then we should definitely head out now.
Can we reach this or this?
Oh yeah,
spot?
I need to go. So you can't see this map at all, then, Chi?
No.
That's
It's
a
okay. I'll
dick.
probably have to reload the session and then.
Well, I can just remove the fog of war. I mean,
No, let's keep it because Fog of War. Yeah.
A little firm.
anyway, can you reach that
Yeah,
easily?
or this.
Yeah, easily. I mean, these are. I mean, it would only take you.
Oh no, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
because wouldn't we have to go through Group of 9 territory? Question,
No, I
especially
mean,
for the
you can go
northern
around
one.
the outside part there.
What about this one?
Similar thing, you can just go on the other side of the bank and walk up the river bank and wave at them across the bridge.
Okay, this is across the bridge from here.
So effectively, that more northern
Right.
spot of ruins would be like, I guess, sort of these bits of ruins across the river.
That far?
Yeah,
So it's
it's
actually
quite a
the
ways
water.
up.
See.
It's halfway up
Yeah,
the.
I see. Because the city actually continues on over here a bit, doesn't it?
Only insofar as there's some ruins up that way, which, as you can see on the map, they are demonstrated by the orange section.
And this one down here, is that bordering on their
Yeah.
outpost?
None of the ruins are considered within their territory. Anything that's within the grey, you're in danger of. But I will allow you to look at the like on these parts where I've allowed you to look at the edges of it. I'll do the same. But the
We should
orange one,
probably go here then, because then we can flee towards their outpost if something bad comes. Or at least
Where are you looking
maybe
at?
down here.
No, could you just show it up on the bigger map? It's easier for me to picture out here.
so
Over
on
here
the
somewhere?
big map, you'd be looking at it would be right down off the corner of this side of the.
Oh, here.
Okay.
Okay.
I would probably say the better place if you want to have scavenged with an outpost and a bridge. I would probably say more down here where the
Yeah, but then we have to walk all the way across the river, like on the other side of it, to the forest.
She's not wrong, because this is all scrubland across from the river.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So this okay. I was just thinking of there was always more security over here at the water station.
Mm-hmm.
But no, fuck,
So it's
fuck
probably here
Russians.
then.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're gonna
Hit
head to
up.
the south.
Yep.
Yes.
Me and Leon, maybe the Haas if he wants to come, although I guess he should probably maybe
I'm probably
hang
going to
out
stay
with
with the
you.
old fogey and make sure he's all right.
Yeah.
So
Working on your traps.
Train.
Ruby,
He's
Quinn,
just going training.
Yep.
Ruby, Quinn, Leon.
Yeah, we're
They're
going to
going
travel
off
here. We're
down-
going to stay close to their border and wave at them when we see them.
Also, Rich, just know that when you say that you're working on your traps, more than a few times, I've just been picturing the Haas just walking over, picking up some metal, and just doing shoulder shrugs, just working on your upper traps instead of traps.
And we are going to be looking for cables and whatever else we find that's useful, I guess.
I have depleted one of the scavenging trackers,
Yeah, that one.
but I've added that one there.
Okay.
Cooling.
So I roll for my scrounge.
Yes, go for your scrounge.
Oh, that's one over.
One over.
Yep.
4 under.
4 under, but that's some material scrounging, isn't it?
Yeah, scrap salvage. Yeah.
Scraps out, that's the one. Whatever it is I called it. The magical word that I made up for you. 1 second. Looking, and you're specifically looking for cabling and things of that ilk.
Yeah, or
If
if we run into anything else that's useful, we'll probably take it too.
yeah.
How many did you pass by, Mim?
4 under.
Cool. Okay. Let me just see if I can give you some toys then.
I'm just gonna quickly throw something into the oven because I'm getting hungry again.
Again?
I'm used to eating about 2,500 worth of calories every day, and now I'm not moving as much. But
I'm used to eating about 300 calories at the moment. Nah, that's not true. I had Huel today. I'll wait for him to get back, but he's found something. And I'm
It's found the
afraid
Spanish Inquisition.
Ruby has found the following. You are in ruins. That's a fantastic find. You found a torn jacket sleeve. Just one sleeve of a jacket that someone's torn off and thrown away.
I guess we'll take it. I'll write it down.
Yeah, I mean, if you get another one, you could try making your own jacket.
Oh, or it can work as a bandage, I guess.
Yeah, shred it up. You can make some
Torn.
rudimentary bandaging.
Jacket sleeve.
Or you can make a sock puppet.
Wasteland
Sock
sock puppet. Do it. Just on a lighter note, one of the things that was on my list that you haven't found was a human ear.
Right.
Here, look what I got.
Here, look at this.
An ear.
So
But sadly, you
the
did not
jacket
find
sleeve
that.
was the only thing we found.
The only thing that you found.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for Mim to get back.
Ah.
Also, I guess I should check to see if you're interrupted in your ruins.
Mhm.
You are early morning. You are in ruins. No. Nothing interrupts you.
Hmm.
So whilst Mim's getting back, let's do the other people that are doing things. Scav or cables. I'll put that in as a thing that's happened. What is Vulcan doing? Doctoring, I presume?
Yes.
Let's do it. And what is Haz doing? Traps?
How did you guess?
Did I get what?
So that's your morning blocked up. Is he back yet? Is he back yet? Is he back yet?
Let me use speakers. Ma'am!
Mimmy. Mim. Mimmy. Mim.
Sounds
Mimmy.
like a Family Guy.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Mummy! Mummy! Mum! Mummy! Mum!
Mim.
Mim!
Mimmy.
Mum!
Mimic. Mim.
Hi.
Why have I got all these D10s? What do I need D10s for? Probably to give you
D10s.
I
some.
hate those ones.
It's probably if I needed a percentile dice. It's... Oop. No, I've got too many dice.
Alright, Arnie, climb your tits.
There we go.
You do have D10s.
These are D12s. Leave my D12s alone. They're secret.
Oh.
They're secret D12s.
Keep it secret.
Aw, I was hoping that if I get my camera in this block
Can
that
you,
I could see
can you
inside.
hover? Can you hover over here? Can you see where my? Oh, I don't think you can see my map.
I don't have
Do you
the Hoover
see-
with me, so I'm gonna have to go get it downstairs.
You see this ping? Move up from that ping into the thing and see if you can press any of the buttons. No?
Oh, here's a T. I
There's a
can type
T.
something.
Oh, that's interesting.
Apparently, I can actually type.
Stealing stuff from his.
Yeah, there's a over here somewhere. There. Oh, there it is. Is there anything in this thing? Well, I don't want to mess it up because I think it selects everything if you do that, so I'm not going to.
There's nothing currently on that thing.
So I can type in there freely.
Thanks for teaching her these things, Rich.
Can you see that?
I'm gonna say no because nothing has happened.
Really? Well, maybe if I click outside of it.
Nope.
Hang on.
Would it have killed
There.
you guys not to
Did you see it
call on
now?
me as a fucking dog?
Mimmy.
Oh, there he is.
Also,
See,
it
he
more,
does
it
have
more
speakers.
reminded me of that fucking gopher joke video.
Alan!
Alan! Oh wait, is that Steve? Steve! No, it's definitely Alan. Alan!
Right.
So, Rich, what was it that you're waiting on from me?
You have found some bundles of
Oh, please.
cables.
Yay! How much cable?
You found 5 of your random scrap bundles of cable.
Do you want me to write them down?
Yeah, because that's more group material. That's
Yeah.
not the stuff I use for
I
I keep
know
for
I
myself.
already I have a record of bundles of cable. Are they scraps?
Yeah, they're just the same as whatever you've noted before.
How many was it?
5. Thumps.
Okay, so we're up to
Okay.
26 bundles. You make some nice stuff out of
I was
that,
gonna say you should be able to
actually.
start using those for stuff.
I'm pretty sure we can start using
Make
that for,
coils and stuff.
or let's just see if we can make them into actual cables, so we can, because right now we're just pumping. God, I don't hope any subterranean creatures come close to where that wire is, because right now we're just
How many
pumping
bundles have you got?
What?
How many bundles have you got of cable?
I'm thinking Amelia thinks that we've got scrap
26
wire.
scraps.
26.
That's all we have. Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
but
cable or wiring.
but wait, Rich, that actually is a difference, because if you say bundle of wire, then I'm thinking of a functional cable, a functional wire. Or
When I say like scraps, basically like for pulling apart like pre-war electronics and just gutting out like an old TV set or something that's
okay,
otherwise
wait, I
smashed
actually
to
have an old
bits.
TV set.
So all you're doing is just gathering up the scraps of whatever people have not smashed and.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just trying to work out how much.
I also have noted 9 bundles of wire on my sheet. I'm gonna move that over. So Amelia, you can add 9 to it. So that would be 35.
Are we sure we didn't both note those down?
You sure I
Interesting.
know?
Split the difference. Split the diff. Just
So that would make it
So,
30.
30.
Yeah. All right.
so that's just fair in all parts.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Okay, well, I've looked into whether or not you can create like cabling from this. And as GM, I will say I'm not going to not let you do it.
Doing the double negative.
Sleeved.
Double, triple negative. Basically, I'm going to say if you would like to try, then maybe.
Well, probably roll my repair on it. See if I can repair the cable. Anything else I found?
No, the only other thing that was found on this trip was Amelia, or Ruby rather, found a torn sleeve.
Torn sleeve.
Oh,
Okay.
that's where I left it. Yeah.
I guess we'll head back then.
Yeah.
Does your, just curious, does your robot arm have a sleeved, like, jacket sleeve? Or is it just robot arm?
My robot arm?
Not your robot arm. Mr. Robot Hand over there.
No. Yes, sorry, yes, it does.
See,
But it doesn't really matter because I'm wearing armor, so it just
yeah,
comes up.
that's true. You're like, oh, chunky man. Don't forget your I've long ago said that your chunky armor has a natural damage resistance on it.
Okay.
So just make a note that you do have damage resistance 1 effectively if things dink your arm. Part of your perk. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Go!
Cool. Right, so that was the early morning. You found not a lot.
No, well.
Progress, guys.
Yeah, we found some
And you didn't
scraps
die,
of
so
cables.
even more progress.
Not gonna lie, that's yeah, a good thing.
Yeah. Cool.
Time for school.
Is it time for school, is it?
Fuck school.
Yes,
Who's attending school?
No.
I am.
Are you going to ignore school again?
School can suck a bag of dicks.
Oh, you're such a dropout.
If you're going to ignore school, can you make an intelligence check for me?
Eh. Fell by 2.
You have begun to forget your training.
I'm okay with that.
Meanwhile, first aid from Ruby. You have a day left.
Okay.
And
Good
first
stuff.
aid for Leon. Well done! Today is your final day of first aid training. Upon completing your training, your first aid will have gone up to your required next level.
Wait, for the both of us, or
Just you.
Ruby?
For you.
So now I can no longer teach him because he's at my level, right?
No.
No, I think you're level 12, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I'm
still
only
ahead
at
of him.
11 now, so I can go higher than this. And sweet, I'm at an 11. Nice.
Cool. What is DeHaas doing if he's bunking off school?
Oh, it's traps, wasn't it?
You've already
I
done
did
that.
traps before.
Yeah.
It would be sneaking around then. Do-do-do-do.
Let me get that. Sneaking. Yep, you've you literally sneak out of class.
Excellent.
I don't want to do this.
Leaving his intelligence behind and his conviction. Leaving my conviction.
Right. What are we doing for the afternoon then, folks?
I'm gonna try to fix my QT again, the carrier counterpart,
Oh, that thing. Yep. Go on then.
and use my electronics repair kit,
Yes.
or well, electronics engineering kit, I guess. What do I roll?
Roll on your
Electrical engineer.
electrical engineer.
I have to go look at my pizza. Do everyone else?
Passed by 4.
Sorry, what was that, Amelia?
Passed by 4.
You once again disassemble most of your QT to get the little gidget out. And eventually you manage to work out that one of the internal capacitors has blown and you're going to need a replacement.
Can I use my gizmo for that?
You can, but I'd ask you to make a luck roll.
Ah.
That sucks.
For me. Can I borrow Arnica's luck for this?
She's dead.
Ah.
Up to you.
Okay.
You can have it, but it will be a luck roll, and depending on the outcome of that, luck.
So I get something else if the roll fails?
Depends.
Fail.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do it.
You take your tech gizmo, so you fish around in a bag full of tricks.
And fail by a lot, by 5.
You end up pulling out a selection of small capacitors that you keep on standby for emergical. Emergical? Emergical! Emergency.
I swear that's what they say in front of ambulances.
Yeah, emergical. Emergency robot repairs. You attempt for some time to get these to fit in. None of them do, and you end up basically either melting them or destroying all of your supply of tiny capacitors.
Ah.
Boo.
Okay. Guess I'll put the cutie back together.
Yeah, then you spend the next hour and a half putting it all back together again.
Right. That's my afternoon slice.
Afternoon delight.
We made it back.
Made it back with pizza.
Set. I didn't make the pizza, which is quite sad to me. But
Just adding a note in my.
Oh, homemade pizza is the best.
also,
Get pizza
like
straight
a trick I learned, if you want to have like the really crispy, like leopard skin bottom of a pizza, take a pan that can handle being in the oven. Putting it on dry on your stove, heating it up, and then put the dough onto it. No butter or oil, and then just giving it a minute, and then just put all the toppings on, and then toss it all in the oven, and then you can get a really crispy.
I can just imagine you just tossing the shit out of this pizza in the oven, just like fucking hooning it in there.
Well, when you're tossing things into the oven,
do you want to know how I get really good pizza base?
You order it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you order it.
Literally about to say.
Yeah. But also, I would say if you have to toss things into the oven, most people use a shovel. No, the snow shovel. Those are the things.
Oh dear. Anyway,
I got a snowshoe. Does that work?
A snowshoe would work. So
Wouldn't work.
Ruby's busy pulling things apart again. What's the rest of the crew up to?
Well, I'm probably going to be trying to put things together, making some wire.
Give me a repair roll then, son.
And I will probably use both of my toolkits to aid me in this. I have the machinist and the mechanic toolkits.
Neither of them are perfect to the job you want, but yeah, okay.
I'm sorry that I don't have a plastic shrinking kit on me. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can make some cable, some usable cable. And I'm 4 under.
You're 4 under. So
And that's
one second. I will give you that's a result of some kind.
Yeah, and also I'm not counting.
Oh, I've just gotten rid of a piece of bloody note I was working on where I had it all written down. So you've got 26 lots of bundles of crap cables, isn't it? It's 26?
30.
30, sorry.
Yeah.
E. And you rolled 4 under. Oops. Come on, work with... Oh, bloody keyboard's on the jit. There we go, there's the number I need. You rolled 4 under, so that's a pass. I'm going to give you 4 yards of cable.
Not a lot.
One eternity later.
Yes.
Exactly.
But it's the most janky cable you've ever seen. It's just like bits of twisted wire and like you've managed to wrap round some old cloth that was on the floor or something, and you're like, I've made cable!
How much did you use up of
All
stuff?
of your stack.
Yeah.
All 30?
Yep. And he
Okay.
produced 4 yards of cable.
Oh.
I do have to say, making cable we can run electricity to, made from the small cables you find on the inside of a PC and a TV. It's 4 yards is actually, what's that, about like 3 meters of cable? That's actually some distance made out of that.
Bearing in mind you had like a considerable box of these little bundles of wires, and you're just like twist, 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 wire, 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 and you're like, yeah, that'll do, that'll come back.
Yeah.
It's janky as all anything, but for game purposes, yes, you now have 4 yards of cable.
Well, I'll
Which
put
I
that on the
believe means that if you were to use that with the other lot, I think that's going to bring you up to 34 yards of the 100 that I demanded.
It's not bad. Well done, guys.
Yeah. It's slow progress, and I'm pretty sure we could go and add.
All you need is another good scrounge roll for actually getting like proper cable, and you know that's you can make some good ground.
I tell you what, you could get a very good scrounge roll and find a high chance of finding it. If you go to Group of Nine's place and just go next to a cable place and do a scrounge roll, just fucking
walk up to their water purifier like, should be a would be a shame if any of these cables went missing.
You need to get a really good stealth roll
for my next character, Rich. I would like to make a thief with all the sneak.
Just pure sneak, and just walk up, disassemble the water purifier, and just like do 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 do.
While their back is turned just for like a moment,
just
like the Ninja Turtles. Old thing is grabbing all the belly.
The funny thing is that earlier today I actually read about someone who made a thief. I'm pretty sure it was in D&D, and it was just like, so okay, someone made a thief. Yeah, it was a half orc thief. Okay, not difficult, but could work. Yeah, the funny thing was he didn't have anything in stealth. What? No, he just cranked all of his in intimidation, and he just walked up to people and yelled at them, "You don't see Grog."
I'm moderately sure that if unintentionally, I have exactly that character, but I have a full orc character that is a thief without any stealth.
Yeah, so he just intimidates people to the point where, no, he wasn't here.
Subtle as a fucking brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can ask my brother-in-law all about the antics my orc has gotten up to. Anyway, back to Fallout.
Yeah.
So, you spent some time. Make sure you've made a note of your 4 yards of cable, because don't.
I've noted them.
Yeah. Please don't lose it now you've got it. And that brings who's missing from this equation?
Hello.
Haas and Vulcan, I think.
So you were doing repairs. You've done cabling. Yes, it is. It's Haas and Vulcan.
Do Haas.
Do Haas?
Come on, Vulcan. What are you doing?
Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Train my skill.
You've got a choice: herb or naturalist.
What? The last one?
Well, you've already done doctor today.
Probably naturalist.
Okay.
Just walking around naked. I'm really getting the hang of this naturalist thing.
Yeah, I mean,
naturalist.
so green as like my ball sack turns into a sail, and I start flying away.
Whee!
Professor Farnsworth with his fucking egg and fucking waffles hanging out.
What's the Hazo doing then? Whilst people are.
He's probably working on knife.
Yeah, I can add that
stuff.
in. Done. Let me check my RNG, see if anything interesting's happened. In the afternoon. So, something may happen. I need to check this.
Can I use my cautious nature?
You can, but I need to do a check as well. Because...
Honestly, that thing is such a blessing. I didn't realise how advantageous that would be. +4 perception and whatever.
Yeah, it's just like Dongo.
My spidey senses are tingling.
There you go. Let me. So I do that in secret, don't I?
Yeah.
But it's
Kind
plus.
of like my passive sort of like.
It's at plus
What's
4,
going on?
isn't it? So.
Beep, 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 beep.
Why the fuck is this? Fuck my life. Alright, whatever. You have a bit of a spidey sense going on, but I need to do more GM stuff before I can tell you what's going on.
Stuff.
Doo-doo-doo.
GMTV stuff.
Something's irking you. Something feels uneasy. But nobody, including the ever-astute Reeferbot 2000,
Reaperbot.
no one can hear anything or make anything out. There's no noises that are alerting you, but you've got that uneasy feeling that
All of the has.
it has.
Okay.
It's a thing he has.
Okay.
It's like Spidey senses. That's the best way to describe it. I am just going to do the usual and just sigh, like, for fuck's sake. Never a dull day in this wasteland hellhole. Obviously, I don't say that aloud because Dahas is a man of very few words other than no and
No.
fuck off. I'm just going to grab my rifle and do like a fucking gopher and stick my head out the door.
Okay. Give me an actual
With an
perception
active
check
perception.
then. Yeah. Do the actual looking thing that you want to do.
Yeesh.
Eesh.
Over by 2.
Okay, so clearly the rain has started to come down on force now, and it's stopping you seeing very far down the road. It's a horrible grey day outside, and the low ambient light of the mid-afternoon doesn't help.
Do I see
And
much of my monocle of doom?
your monocle of doom, although slightly obscured by the rain, does have a slightly better view of things.
Bollocks.
But you're
Is it
not
blackjack and hookers?
no, you're
Oh.
not seeing anything.
In which case, I'm going to stealth up and
Doop, doop, doop. I'll make a stealth roll
Coop up.
for you.
thank you. And I'll probably coop up in the house that's opposite or the building that's opposite, and literally just my head's going to be like on a swivel.
Okay, so you move out across the street. The rain soaks you to the bone almost instantly. Your Tesla armor, its ancient metallic surface, the rust seems to be drinking up the rain. And you dash across the street, get into your little hideout, whatever you want to call it, bolt hole.
Yep.
You start looking up and down the street, and still you can see nothing.
Okay.
Just the sound of the rain falling about you.
Drip, drip, little raindrop showers. Cool. Well, I've done everything I could possibly do with what my senses are.
Yeah.
Going off.
I think that is about the most.
Without metaing crazy, that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, your character's gone out. He can't see anything. That's about it. What are the other folks doing whilst Dahas has dodged off into the rain?
Wasn't that the afternoon slice? That rest
yes,
of us?
this is during the afternoon.
I've already done my afternoon
Yeah.
slice.
I made
Yeah,
the cake.
but you're doing stuff. But whilst that's happening, Dahas bolts out into the rain. You're allowed to react to this event.
Mm.
Also, can I just point out,
confused?
I am gesticulating far too much for someone that cannot be seen by his players. Anyway, please, Amelia, what were you saying?
I don't understand.
Gesticulating, waving my hands around.
Yeah, he's talking.
Well, it
to
helps
the
you
camera.
elaborate, waving my
get
hands around on things.
Well, I look at Leon confused as I see the Haas running away. What's he up to?
Did I stealth? Did they notice that? Because that's
Only-
kind of meta if they notice then.
They
Okay,
have
hang on.
noticed
Hang on.
you leave.
I didn't hear.
Okay.
That's right. He was retconning his own brain, I think.
Um.
I'm pretty
The
sure I
sound was
fucking
from the
noticed him
morning
leave.
slice.
Also, he has to be really sneaky if he's trying to sneak away in a Tesla armor, which is it is like what was it like? It's just the level just below a full power suit.
Yeah, it's like
Power
it's
armor.
nearly power armor, basically.
Yeah, so he has to be stealthing away with a fucking car on his back.
It has
Not
been
to
done.
mention my perception roll was a 7.
Yeah, so like you just actually just watch him
I
leave.
watch him. Eye contact the whole time.
I just picture Vulcan just looking at him, and he internally just goes, "Oh, he's trying to sneak away."
Yeah, he's being all like surreptitious, like looking to the side, and like doo-doo-doo, and it's like it's like sidling out the door, like you're just watching him.
I even play on my audio, like just so if I can Pink Panther music to help.
He does that a lot.
Maybe he's just checking the perimeters, making sure that we're safe.
I guess.
Probably. I'm sure he'd tell us if he needed some help, wouldn't he? I say, looking into Chike's eyes.
I gave him a walkie-talkie so he can contact us if he needs to. For me, at least.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Drugs? Anybody? Anybody want some drugs?
No, thanks.
No.
I'm just going to continue with
Well-
my work.
More for me, and just like a steam
Just-
or a steam trains amount comes out of the pipe.
Or out of me.
I do double check my QT to make sure it's set to the listening on the frequency that we agreed upon for our local communications.
well, this is now going to be heading into evening, so the quote-unquote event has passed.
Okay.
I just need to make a couple of rolls
What are you
because
putting on them?
ham and cheese, as always.
Making yourself a hero.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Cheese.
Cheese, Gromit.
I like a bit of gorgonzola.
Okie dokie. 1 second. I need to. Secret thing, secret tunnel.
Bollocks.
Why are you saying that? You haven't seen what he's rolling.
Yeah, but it's secret. It can never be good, right?
Well, he has to roll encounter like all the time.
Secret tunnel. Right. Back to reality.
Oops,
You
there goes the gravity.
wanted to. Sorry, Ruby wanted. Why have I got all these bloody sheets open? Ruby wanted to fiddle around with her frequencies. You were trying to decode the frequency, weren't you, when we left it last?
Oh yeah, that's for my hacking training. The last slice, I guess.
Yeah, it will be the last slice of the day. So I'll
Yep.
put your hacking in there.
I had found the encryption key of that signal, apparently.
Yes, you know the rough ins and out of how to get details out of it.
Yeah.
But so far, it's all just pure machine sort of level code.
Yeah, now that I can decode it, I want to see if I can find out how the protocol works, I guess. What are they communicating about?
Give me
Yabba,
a
yabba, yabba.
roll on your hack of your hacking.
Okay.
Go on
I
hacking.
think 6 under.
You have some luck decoding parts of the signal you managed to capture.
Mm-hmm.
What you're looking at, you're utterly unfamiliar with, but you get the gist of it insofar as it is a set of very base instructions for computer terminal interactions.
So it's a terminal communicating with something else.
That's what you're getting out of it. And again,
So, like,
it's all very low level. None of it is in any
Mhm.
true communicable form.
Okay, but it could be a terminal that someone's using and that's transferring data somewhere else.
That's pretty much along the lines of what you're seeing.
Okay. All right. You write that down.
Meanwhile, Frosto, you have a slot left-o.
Same thing as always.
Yep, I'll
Sleeping.
tick it in there. So you've got a full day of training now, is that right?
Yes.
Cool.
Am I getting anywhere?
Sorry?
Am I getting anywhere?
Are you getting anywhere? You are... No, you feel like you're drudging through, like, semantics
base
of
work.
details.
Nah.
Just like, oh, this is so boring. Why do I need to know how this fucking, like, real fucking tedious work.
So, can you come back to me after you deal with everyone else?
Yeah. Well, I was going to go over to Leon, because I believe he's the only
Yep.
one that hasn't finished up his day.
Rusty, could you sound like more like a needy ex-boyfriend? Could you come back to me when you're done with everyone else?
Come back
Yes,
to me,
I have
senpai.
annoying questions I have to ask.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, Leon.
Yes.
Hello.
Seeing that it's, well, again, Leon's not a fighter, and the Haas is trying to sneak off wearing a tank.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
considering
some time has passed now since that event has concluded.
so he's considering that, well, it's piss shit weather out there, so I'm not gonna bother with the rifle training, so I'm just gonna continue on my robotics.
Continue your robotics.
Yes.
Consider it continued. So you wander over to Quinn and sort of start poking around on one of his access panels, and at some point he goes, don't do that.
I just imagine him just using his horn to tell me no.
His horn is reserved for only when he gets horny. Otherwise, he has a pretty shitty speech box that he tries to speak
Pretty
with.
flowers.
I'm gonna fly over there to England and I'm gonna strangle you in your sleep.
Oh, that was a good one, Rich.
Cool.
Weirdly turned on by that.
What, the thought of me being strangled? What's going on here? Oh dear.
I like the inclusion of the word weirdly.
Anyway, all right. So, Saturday comes to a close. Vulcan, what did you want?
All right. Some skills.
Skills?
Skills. We have cloth, yes?
I don't know. You'd have
Yeah.
to see your
Hang on.
Okay.
Well, I just.
Yeah, I still have 2 bed sheets.
Got it. So, how would one go about training for chemistry-related things?
You would probably have to be talking to me since I do have chemists as a skill.
He is skilled in such matters.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Why do you think I wanted to create a fucking clean environment? Because a radaway is a chemical solution that you insert into a body, and I have chemist. I just need somewhere I
do
can
not
make
have
it.
chemist at a trainable level, though. You are versed in the understanding of chemistry, but you are not at a level in which you can train others.
Damn it. Okay. All right, never mind that. I was going to piggyback off of Leon, but I did not know that he did not.
Yeah, he's not as clever as you when it comes to these things. Ask him about small guns armory, and he'll fucking chew your arm off about. Oh well, this is how you fix a revolver.
Yeah, again, I love the fact that like everyone's so shocked when there's like they hand me and Leon a gun and it's like, can you shoot things like this? No, I'm not very good at shooting stuff. They hand me a rifle and I just tear it apart and it's like, did you know this part was broken? What?
Yeah, the firing pin was back to front.
Yeah. And the best part, like, oh, you can have the gun, but I've taken the fire pin. I'm just like, so I'll just make a new one?
Forge
Anyway,
make,
and look, DeHaas isn't allowed to laugh. Stop it.
Okay.
Yeah. You bad.
Safe for everyone.
Yeah.
Safe for everyone.
Do we have a forge in here?
No.
Can we make a forge?
If you had the right gizmos and bops, you'd probably make a pretty rudimentary one.
What about a proper kitchen? We have a fire pit.
I mean, yeah, you have a big old fire pit that you sustain. You also have the fire that's working under the distillery. But in the group of back rooms, there is what most people would declare to be a pre-war kitchen, or the remains of it.
Really?
I mean, the cupboard doors are missing. The appliances are far beyond any kind of usefulness. Several hundred years of abuse and radiation and shit will do that. But it's what most people would refer to as a kitchen.
Are there counters there?
It's got some counters around the room that haven't been torn up for other purposes. People that wanted
Then
wood
that
for
should
things.
probably become the sterile room.
I think maybe you should leave that to the professionals, dear.
Condescending.
Wow,
I say
at the same time.
As my pipe is upside down in my mouth, still smoking. Because I'm stoned.
Of course.
Reading a book that's upside down.
I have an excess of karma points.
You do have a glut of karma points, yes.
Was that 15 he had or something?
Yeah, that's another thing.
I have a lot. If I was to bring up my charisma, what would that take?
So your charisma is a core stat, and it's a shitty one at that.
Yeah.
5.
I believe it's 5, but I'll look at the book, because I like looking at books. They have little words in.
I feel really bad making him look all this shit up.
No, it's part of my job. It's what I do.
Every time Vulcan opens his mouth, or I open my mouth, it's like, hey, can you find that? Oh, I'll look in the book. Okay.
I'm sorry, but Rich, I just turned into a stream because I wanted to see at what point I should listen for my apparently very erotic, strangling in the night. And it appears that you're streaming GURPS Fallout Session 19, and it's tagged as Payday 2.
Oh, really? See, now here's the thing, right? I have updated that title. Oh, you are joking me. I swear this system doesn't work. Because it even said updated title. And like, yeah, well done. Oh, great. Now I'm
Well, no, the
Wait.
title of the video is correct.
Did you stream our Payday 2?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
No, according to this, it says it's on podcast.
Yeah, it says podcast GURPS Fallout set in Europe Session 19, but I can click a link.
It's actually setting. Oh, right, it's telling you it's the Payday 2 game. That's because of the way OBS works with game capture. How do I
Okay.
stop it being? Yeah, that's a good.
No, I just noticed it because everything else is working. No, you were looking
you're
up stuff.
you're absolutely right because I don't want random people in here.
Pretty sure if you changed it into, I don't know, Fallout or something, that it would probably get
You
a
want to know
better
what?
response.
I'm pretty sure that if people wanted to watch Fallout games, they would probably not watch this. They might chance across it and think, oh, Fallout, but then they'd see it's basically a weird podcast thing, and they'd be all like, I'm not going to fucking watch this shit.
And then to endurance, that one was 10 to bring up. Or no?
Yeah, that would. I would love to see that, to have that in as a pinned message in Discord. If you like the cost of moving of buying special.
Buying
I
special.
don't see the Payday stream.
No, it's
There we go.
It's
Much better.
It's a tag for the video, so that when people are searching, they can find certain games. So a video has a title, and then it can be tagged as a game. What was I looking up?
You looked up charisma, and you said it was 5.
And then you asked about
Endurance.
Endurance,
and
right.
that one was 5 as well, or 10?
10.
Oh, how many points do I have?
15.
How far can I extend my immortality by bringing up my endurance?
Endurance would go a long way to helping you in your things like your radiation checks and all that kind of nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think I'm gonna burn them. I would like to take my charisma up 1, and I would like to take my endurance up 1.
Okie dokie. In which case, let me have a look at the character sheet because it may bump other stuff. So endurance and in charisma.
And they would go to 10 from 9.
Let me just check this then. Yep, you get a bump in
The night.
You have to cascade them down as
The
well.
whole strangle part.
Yeah, that's what I'm working out, the overall effect of him.
His armor class goes up by 1, I guess.
Trying to work it out.
Yeah,
My sheet's not working for some fucking.
I'm just having this weird
Right.
thought of just.
Speech and barter both gain a point.
Nice.
And what's your fatigue points at the moment?
9.
That will also go up. Oh yeah, there you go. What's your speed at the moment?
Speed is 7.
That will also go up. And your outdoorsman will go up by 1.
Okay. So far we've got speech barter, outdoorsman, fatigue, speed, all up by 1.
Yep.
Okay.
It'd be funny if you died tomorrow.
Yeah, this will be great.
And I'm dead.
I feel so good right now.
I feel good.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah. It's a crit fail.
If there are any other changes, I will notify you, but those are the immediate ones that I can see.
Fair enough. All right.
Is outdoorsman based on perception and endurance?
GM.
GM.
It is based on endurance and intelligence, according to this.
Okay, then
Oh.
I'm wondering why do I? Oh yeah, I removed points from it in curation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you might have
Never
stolen
mind.
them for
Debuffs.
other things.
Yeah, never mind.
All right, that's all I wanted.
Cool.
To do.
So you have junked your karma then.
Yep.
But honestly, with double educated,
It's going to come back. So
yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't see it being a problem.
and the only thing we cannot alter is luck, right?
You can alter luck, but only through fucking mystical fucking means, basically.
Got it.
Perks.
Yeah, the Fallout perks are probably the easiest way I'm going to allow you to do it.
All right. Good to know.
Leon is getting very confused about what the fuck is he smoking because he's becoming more ripped.
It's buff.
The fuck is he smoking straight up creatine over there?
Yeah.
Hey man, this is a special blend of creatine and some dope that I found in the backyard. It's totally fine.
And funny enough, we don't have a backyard. Like, what the fuck did he find this?
That right there, and I just
The
pointed at the wall.
wasteland is our backyard, you muppet.
Out
Right,
by
so-
the unicorns, isn't it, Frost?
Yeah. Oh, at least 7.
Cool. Okie dokie. So you leveled up. Incidentally, I worked out you guys are effectively around a character level of about 8 now.
Okay.
Shit. Shit's coming around.
Anywho, let's get a new day. Day. Day.
We used to do food.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Someone needs
12.
to take the food off there.
Oh, did DeHaas come back?
No.
He has not come back. Okay.
So you're just out in the rain, just looking miserable. No.
You
Yeah, so
son
I've
of a
used the
bitch.
resources that I took with me.
Oh, would you look at that? The rain clears up overnight. Let me check to see if you get
Oh.
ransacked by any power suits in the night. Okay,
Sexual power suits.
I'll roll with it. What can I do story-wise with that? Hang on. What can I do with that? Jeebus, this is a difficult one. Something's happening.
Oh.
So everyone's just chitting and chatting over the fire pit, and Vulcan,
God damn it.
you here. I need to know what the fuck to do with this. Shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to break for a brief intermission.
Don't put your dick in it.
No, you definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I was taught as a mechanic. Was
Don't
don't
put
put your
your
hands
dick-
where you wouldn't put your dick.
You're a mechanic?
I got some mechanical stuff.
Hmm.
I've had a couple of jobs.
I too have had a couple of jobs.
Back in my day, they weren't called jobs.
They were called doohickadoos.
Doohickadoos. And you walked 15 miles in the snow. Ah, good old grandpa. I just wrote that.
Two hickadoos.
Okay.
Okay, hang on.
This is really
One
fun
second.
stuff, Joe, isn't it?
I've just looked up what to do with my thing that's happening.
Sims 32.
Okay, so Vulcan, you hear in the far off night sound, night air. Now that the rain's petered out, you can hear something approaching, and it's a recorded voice being played over and over, and it simply keeps recording. Sorry, it keeps repeating. Visit Leipzig to join the Gruppe 9 today. Visit Leipzig to join Gruppe 9 today.
I think I know what that is.
Hey, does anyone else hear the Group of 9 propaganda that's going on outside? Hey, you.
Do I hear it?
I kick gently. People.
Fucking rats.
But other than, I mean, Leon might have dozed off, just as a post-meal doze or something, but everyone's still awake at the point this happens.
I'm like, y'all should listen to that. I might just be baked, but I'm pretty sure there's some Group of 9 joining, visiting someplace. Ludwaffle,
Ludwaffle.
Something about going to Ludwaffle. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have waffles? Do I know what a waffle is?
Do I know what waffle? What is a waffle?
So do I hear it sound too?
Eventually, everyone can hear this this recording.
What direction is it coming from?
It is coming from that direction, northwest of your position.
This area.
Here.
Northwest. This way.
Oh, okay, so. And it's approaching us.
Checkpoint 9.
I want to go take a peek outside and see if I can see it coming.
I'm gonna go with her.
Just out on the street, in front of our place.
Yeah, you go outside. It's dark and it's a bit chilly.
Mm-hmm.
But you look around. Give me a perception check, but I'm going to give you a slight buff because it's dark. That makes sense.
I feel like 2.
I passed by 3. Or
Vulcan.
2, I'm stoned.
Okay, Vulcan.
Yeah, I would follow out just because everybody's going outside.
Off to the northwest, so over towards G9 checkpoint, whatever this is. Where's my selection of flags? Do I have flags for this?
You had a very bad time with the flags, so you may have fucked them off.
Did I delete all of the flags?
Yeah, you were
They
something
were
upset about
falling
your
out of your dark zones.
Oh, hang
and
on,
stuff.
no, there's a thing here. Hang on. So yeah, over in this direction.
You've made fucked them off.
But was it approaching?
So Vulcan, you can see a flashing light off in the distance in that direction. And then the
there's
same
a flashing
tinny
light.
Visit Gruppe 9 in Leipzig today.
Is it still coming this way?
It's a. You know what? Let me just randomly roll and tell you. Here, it's going in this direction. it's traveling northeast. So it's moving away from you.
Ah.
It's heading towards the outpost down here. Also,
Maybe-
my flag that says combat.
We should go and have a look and see what it
Yeah,
is.
I
Could
think we
call
should.
Quinn over and see if I can
Let's have a little midnight hike.
chase after it.
Let me just get my stuff.
So where
Okey
that
dokey.
A
sound's
huge
coming
bowl
So
and
you're
lights
gonna
it
try
up.
and chase after it. I need to find out.
Yep.
1 second then. Let me get my sheet of people here.
Leon's getting flashbacks of remembering a power armor, walking into the city and saying a lot of other things. And
Well, in fairness, the power armor didn't say much.
it told us to
Bang,
fuck
bang,
off.
bang.
Yeah, it basically said, "Fuck you, get out my way."
Yeah, well, we were trying to save someone, and I was trying to pull Vulcan away from it. So.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh god. No, I wouldn't even
times,
roll for
good
that because
times.
Leon would just do it. God damn it, I follow.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
So,
I follow just because I want to take care of Vulcan.
what is everyone's move rate?
4.
4
Matthew.
because I'm encumbered 1. And I think Quinn's also 4, so he should be able to keep up.
Yeah.
Yep, it's 4.
You've got a move of 4, but you're encumbered by 2. Anyone with any level of encumbrance is going to find it hard to keep up with this light sound speaker thing, as it's moving basically along the border of Group of Nine's territory almost.
I think I might
Can
know
we
what it is, but I'm
eventually
not gonna
see
say.
what it is?
Combine harvester.
Leon,
Time we walk right into it.
Are you just following people, or are you?
Well, in the same sense that you would be following people, but you would also be curious about whatever's going on. So.
Could we cut it off?
Are you
Oh yeah, maybe
encumbered
we
at
can
all?
cut it off over here.
You're not encumbered, are you? Leon's going to be the quickest amongst you.
Yeah.
What's his speed?
Well, it's not his speed, it's the fact that he's not encumbered like everyone else.
Can I just...
Okay, I thought this encumbrance just reduces your speed by a bit. Or your move.
Can I use my gizmos to give us cocaine?
No.
Cocaine them.
Cocaine.
It won't matter, so no.
Okay.
Eventually, you cross some ground in the... everyone's dead. You cross this broken ground and ruins of houses, and just ahead of you, probably 100 yards ahead of you, you can see a figure in the darkness, but it has a light which is illuminating its shape, and it's floating ominously above the ground. And every once in a while,
Yeah, I know what it is.
visit Gruppe 9 in Leipzig today.
I need to catch it.
It's not a fucking Pokemon.
Hey.
Make it a Pokemon.
Might look like a Pokeball.
Leon is getting very,
Erect.
very excited seeing that.
Erect. Just say erect.
We have to try to make it stop.
No.
Oh God, no.
Well, Leon is not an idiot, so he holds his hands up in front, Ruby saying, I want it as well. But no. They will find us with it. So, no. And he's very painfully saying this. Like, you can really tell that he is in pain for saying that they're not supposed to go after it.
Oh, you're saying we should maybe just go to the place and try that way instead of trying to kill the
No.
robot.
I think we should just go up to it and I want to try something with it.
Are you sure about that, Ruby? Like, it might just attack us.
That, and it's
Does it
most
have weaponry?
definitely have some kind of radio constant signal to a home place. So if you kind of turn it off, they're going to be very curious about what happened to it.
Maybe we shouldn't mess with it, but I guess we could try to talk to it. I'm feeling pretty charismatic right now.
I'm feeling
Oh,
so
I agree.
charismatic right now.
Such a
In
chatbot.
comparison to yesterday. Strange voice in my head.
I would suggest we just leave it alone, even though I really, 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 really want it. But
What harm?
I really don't want someone. I don't want Group of Nine to show up at our place just saying, "Hey, can we have our robot back?" And also, we're gonna fuck all your shit up.
You done stole my robot, boss.
Well, let's not take the robot. Let's just go to it.
Well, what if they don't know where it went?
I mean, that seems
And Leon just stares Ruby in the head.
There it is.
Yay.
Is that a Sputnik?
No, that's an
That's
eyeball.
It's an iBot.
Yeah.
That's Eddie.
Ah, okay.
That's what it is.
Okay, it really looks like Sputnik.
Yeah.
You need to play
Well,
Fallout.
We
models.
Vulcan
Visit
starts
Group
going
of Nine
towards
in
it.
Leipzig today.
Okay. Well, okay, while Vulcan's walking away, I stare point blank into Ruby's eyes, really condescending and saying, "Weren't you the one who was supposed to be working with radio signals and homing devices, and you have a robot? And you're telling me that they would send that one out without keeping track of it?"
As far as I know, well, do we already know what it is?
It's
You're
floating
probably
robot.
familiar with the concept of what this should be.
Okay. Well, as far
Most
as I
other,
know,
I mean, Dahas probably understands what it is. I think the only person that might not truly grasp what this might be is Vulcan, because these, especially working ones, probably haven't been seen around this way for some while.
And they're also not organic. But yeah, I'm like Leon is looking like a condescending cunt into your eyes right now. Just
yeah.
being
Well,
like,
as far as I know, those things can operate independently, and
yeah. Oh, but there's
and I can probably disable whatever radio signal it makes or has.
well, I'm pretty sure that they constantly reporting coordinates back to it. So if you turn the signal off, it's just gonna the signal got turned off here, and they're just gonna go out here and search. It's not a big area for them. We are not far away from where this is. They'll find it. I really, really want it.
My cutie to see if the thing is actually broadcasting something on the radio frequencies.
Yeah, go ahead, Dad. I
That was a
really,
question
really
for
want
Rich.
it, but I don't want Group of
That
Nine
was
to
a
show up.
question for the DM.
I know. Sound of him looking stuff up.
There are transmissions local to you.
And are they originating from this iBot?
You have no way of telling.
Fine. Go back.
I really, really want it, but I really don't want them to come to our place.
Visit Group of Nine in Leipzig today. Are you going to go away from the iBot?
No, I'm going to it.
You're gonna.
You're gonna keep going?
Yeah. I want to go say hi.
Okay. 1 second.
I trundle on, trying to catch up with Vulcan. Just like,
I don't think that'll be hard for
Go
you.
on as
Yeah,
well,
like
then.
he's old and he's like weighed down with so much
Yeah.
stuff.
and
I
just
could have
sort
busted
of
up
yelling
my
at him,
strength.
Vulcan, Vulcan, what are you doing?
I'm
As
gonna see.
you get closer, the iBot turns to you. It doesn't so much notice you, but it just turns to you. And then
Hi, robot.
in stuttered, very awkward. You know how you get like these automated phone systems where it tries to have a conversation with you? In that level of sort of broken conversation, it's sort of, hello, citizen.
Where is this place you're telling me to go?
Leipzig is.
Which direction?
You know what? Let me quickly, because I don't know Germany off the back of my hand. What am I freaking map? It's moderately close to you. I know that much.
Is it to the north? Ping. North. West.
So, you are here in this big old. So hang on. Right, back to game. Back into character. Back into iBot. Leipzig is south of here.
Thank you, robot.
Happy
Have a good night.
to help.
And I turn back to everyone and go, south.
You want to go south?
Well, eventually. He starts walking back towards the house because it's probably getting pretty cold for him.
Yeah, you can all tootle back. Are you concluded with the iBot?
Yeah, we'll leave it alone.
Oh.
You've concluded with the iBot.
Ooh. I thought that was going to go way worse.
Walks back feeling extremely cock-blocked because, or like really, what's the word for someone who is someone that just shows all the signs that they want to get busy, but then they just walk off, just leaving one person.
Blue balls.
Yeah. He just walks back, just feeling like, it's just,
Ball.
it was, and that it's actually been on his list since session 0 that he wants one of those.
As we're walking back, though, like,
So upset. Ruby's very upset.
Oh, Ruby, I'm sorry, but it wouldn't have been good for you to try to mess with that when we're not citizens. Why don't we think about maybe going to that place? You could become like one of their engineers, and then you would get to mess with the bots for free. And if you want to do some weird, crazy terrorist shit, you can do that, but do it after you get in.
Also, I need to now add Leipzig as a potential location.
Oh yeah, because Rich, if fucking Vulcan lives, I'm making you go to all these places. I have them. I have them written down. We're going.
Cool. Yeah, you've got quite a few places that you're aware of now.
Yes. We've got the Big Many, we've got a military base, we've got Bad, we've got the place we started at. Can't remember. It's in my list.
Yeah, many places.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Cool. New day then.
Mm-hmm.
Today. So everyone can go back to sleep. That was the only encounter. It's.
Well, time to roll my stuff.
Yes, if you could do your waking up, because that is an essential part.
And again, I didn't. It's just my. Okay. Well, I'm just weirded out that I'm not having to roll my insomnia. That's weird. I usually have 2 rolls, but apparently
Yeah,
not.
you don't have insomnia at the moment.
I'm rolling on my nightmares. Nope.
Oh wow, okay, that was almost a go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I think. Oh wow. I'm guessing I am not getting any fatigue back from this.
Well, you can only ever have 1 lost from your effect, so you'd usually gain back 2 is my general rule of things for sleeping. So you're only down by 1 according to that. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm 9 out of 10.
So you would gain 1 back overnight, and you'd be at full, even having woken up in a bit of a sweaty mess.
Yeah, oof. I've probably been dreaming about people, Ruby sneaking off, stealing that robot, coming back, Leon being half excited, and then just 4 power armors just tear each wall down and just fucking everything up, just like laser. Yeah.
Cool.
he woke up.
Today it's going to be slightly warmer, average of 8, so no fear of massive hypothermia today. And yeah, as I said, the rain had dried up overnight, and today is going to be pretty good. It's not going to be like overcast, but it's not going to be clear as such. It's going to just be a pretty boring sort of early winter sort of grey day. What are you guys up to?
So it's just an average European grey day.
Yes. Now I will once again sort of edge to, unless you guys have something specific that you need to aim to,
Could
there's
we advance?
always the option of advancing.
Because Vulcan would like to vote for that.
I don't know.
Oh, but you guys are messing with the damn water mill, trying to get all of that. That requires rolls.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Finding wires.
yeah. It's because like normally we could even easily fast forward it, because we don't have a fucking money sink attached to us.
Hey, the money sink wouldn't have been an issue if you didn't fast forward. And I've
That's
said that
true.
multiple times.
You would have been able to do that, just endlessly selling that.
And he's the
little
one that
trinket.
was getting the food, so
Yeah, he was keeping the whole group alive.
so
Yeah.
you're the food.
That's actually funny because Jonas fucked off and that was our food supply, and then the hush showed up and killed stuff, and that is our food supply. So
Didn't need that guy anyway.
yeah.
Fuck
Well,
that guy. We've got
well,
cows.
to be honest, you're only picking up the slack from the real food gatherer. Rip Arnica.
Can we
Wait, so we're not.
It's the only reason why I would be against it is the fact that because we're rolling for each scavenge.
Could we do something about that, Rich?
I can have an aggregate effect of scavenging, based on a single roll. But
What
that
about an
single
average
roll,
of 3?
well, the single roll would represent the overall effect over time.
Erg.
can we scavenge in our own area? Because that's not marked on this one yet.
You can, but I've got it. Basically, it's permanently negative because I'm always assuming that you guys are looking around to use stuff in that area.
Okay.
We could fast forward on a day basis. If we commit to what we're doing at each section of 4 bits of a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then do your rolls based on that and just shoot time.
On
See,
each
but
day.
the problem is we're kind of out of scavenging areas that are safe enough.
I mean,
Yeah, we have to move to the
hypothetically,
forest.
you could like fast forward. You could fast forward 2 weeks and it would clear all of those areas.
Time.
Fast forward of no scavenging, you mean?
You could have the aggregate scavenged rolls for that period.
Oh, wouldn't these all be cleared then?
They would be clearing over time.
No, I meant cleared as in, like red, cleared of stuff.
Well, by the end of that period, they would all be gone. They would all be completely free.
Oh, that's weird. Why are we scavenging then?
This is just, when I say aggregate scavenge, I mean the overall effect of you going to an ephemeral place to perform an ephemeral action over a set of time. So
So
try
it
not.
wouldn't impact the map because it would be a non-corporeal place.
Yeah, it's not that you would be traveling to XYZ coordinate, blah blah blah, and doing action, blah blah blah. It's the
Mhm.
overall effect of I want to have scavenged in that time period.
Okay. I want to do something else this day anyway, so maybe tomorrow.
Okay, well, if you've got stuff to do, let's do it.
I guess we could do that right now. So, Leon,
Hmm?
do you want to come with me? I want to talk to the guards at the checkpoint.
Yeah.
Before
bring
we
it
get
through.
before we get down to any heavy RP, Vulcan, trainee day?
Yes.
Righto. Just so I can knock that on the head and then get on with the RP squishy.
Mm.
Right, you're lined up then, son. So you want to go to the checkpoint guys,
Mm-hmm.
who are usually stood outside in the cold with a thermos in hand, looking miserable.
Yes, and
Yeah.
Leon is keeping that in mind. And wait a minute, why are we at the trap house? Wouldn't we be at the
Oh.
Aria?
Oh, I've moved you too far.
All right,
Whoop.
just thinking. And so Leon definitely grabs some supplies, soup, something else, saying that. Well, and just looking at rooms, they're standing there quite miserably, and they really liked the soup I brought them the last time. So I'm guessing this would probably help.
I guess, but we'll see.
I do have to say one thing though. If you're planning to get into the city, Quinn is going to have to stay here.
Can I interject?
You can.
We're talking out loud, yes?
Perhaps a hand grenade in a soup will go well.
It if we want to get run over by them, sure.
Maybe if you put a mini nuke instead of a hand grenade, so it also takes out their turret.
There's
sure.
no fucking soup in it. It's just a bowl with a
I brought this for you, comrade.
Don't eat it all at once.
And then they open it while we're standing next to them. Yes. Genius.
Is the Haas home?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Right, fine.
No.
So I'll leave Coin over here.
Well, what is it that you want?
I just want to talk to them about that robot that flew by last night, because apparently they're looking for people. So, I don't know, maybe they lowered their requirements and we could have another go at it, because it would be really cool if I could go in there and trade with them.
Be a thing. Yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure
it would
that.
be a little hypocritical if they're sending the robots to fly around and recruit people and then have these ridiculous requirements.
Well, I've been doing some thinking about it whenever they were taking a test. I'm pretty sure it's the thing, and having talked to them for the last couple of times, I think the reason why Vulcan didn't come in is that he's too aware of the world around him for them. He's basically, he thinks too much.
So you're saying if you make the test again, just fill in all the wrong answers and stuff?
Pretty sure if you, I'm sure that if you show that you have no free will thoughts of your own, yeah, I'm guessing you would be quite nice, because then you would just do what they're telling you to do and be happy with it.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
only
know.
guessing because I got a citizenship because I'm a mechanic, but they apparently don't need me, so but I am a citizen. And also, I think it was because we were in there while they were taking over the town, so they probably lowered their standards for that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just want to talk to them and see
Yeah.
what's going on at least.
Okay.
I feel
Yes, I can leave Quinn over here.
yeah. Yeah, and Leon grabbed some foods and stuff.
Right. So then we're heading over to the checkpoint.
Cool. You arrive and there's a couple of guys there.
Recognize one
Interestingly,
of them.
as you approach, one of the turret guns does a moderate job of sort of tracking you, sort of, but not quite.
Do I recognize any of them?
Do you recognize any of them? Let me make a
last time
roll. Let me make a roll. No, you do not recognize any of the guards currently on duty at this station.
Okay.
So I'm saying, oh, go ahead.
Just walk up to them and I'm like, hello.
Hello, can I help?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you something. Last night there was this iBot that flew around here and that was basically recruiting for Group of 9.
iBot?
Yes. It was broadcasting a message. Join Group of 9, go to Leipzig or something.
Leipzig? Huh. Not what I know, but, one second. I'll have a quick talk with my Spitz and he will attend.
Okay.
I walk up to the other guy saying that, hey, last time I was here, one of you guys was really hungry, so I don't know if, so I brought some food in case you guys were also hungry standing out here in the cold, and I present to him some soups and stuff.
Are you just handing him, like, something, I guess?
Yeah, I'm telling him that the last time I was here,
Okay,
one of his colleagues was very cold, and
he looks at you a little bit inquisitively. In fact, you know what? Being as I said you didn't recognize him, I'm going to react roll for what he does, because then I'll know as well.
Yeah.
Fuck these dice. I can just do it on here, it doesn't matter. 15. He looks at the steaming tin of quote-unquote soup, and a small smile creeps across his face. He's like, oh, thank you, yes, this will be very nice today. It's a bit chilly.
Yeah. And I just hand him the
as he's begins to sip at the warm soup that you provided, the other chap who had disappeared off into a building to one side behind comes out.
I'll hold the other bowl towards him, like gesturing that this is yours later. Just put it down.
Okay. Anyway, he appears out of the building with another chap behind him, and he sort of points over to Ruby, and this other chap walks forward and, Oh, I am Bernard. I'm Spitzer for this outpost. You say you saw an eyebot?
Yes, hello.
Very
Yeah,
inquisitively he asks.
last night it flew right past here, and I would point out where the iBot flew last night.
And you said something about Leipzig.
Yeah, I was broadcasting a message. Join Group of 9. Go to Leipzig, I think it was.
Huh. He strokes a moderate chin full of stubble.
So you look like you don't know anything about this.
Well, to my knowledge, we don't have an outpost in Leipzig.
Leon,
Hmm?
it did say Leipzig, right? I asked him out loud.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I was just I was more intrigued by the bot itself, but yeah, it did say that. It was a thing. It's south from here.
Yeah, we
So,
even asked it where it was.
The squad commander is now ruffling around in a pouch, and he brings out a pad, starts flicking through it, and he says, "Oh, there was a report of something out here last night. No one saw it. You say it was an eyebot."
Yes.
do you not have noticed it? It was broadcasting on a loudspeaker.
I was not at this post last night. I have the duty notes here.
Okay. So it sounds like it was gone rogue or something, or it wasn't from you all. It
I
was a
don't
false
even know if we
message.
have eyebots. Cedric, do you know if we have eyebots? And the guy from up on the building looks over. I don't know.
Huh.
Do you ask, just like your general command if he has sent something down here, or wait? You said you didn't have an outpost over there. Why would it tell people to go there in your name?
I do not know. These are all things you are telling me.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. See, because we heard that, I was wondering if you guys were still recruiting people and if you'd maybe lowered your requirements.
Well, we always require new people that are capable and well versed in the ways of making the Group of 9 better. And he says that with the appropriate amount of gusto, but not too much.
He's puffing up his chest a bit on the word better.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. Well, I have made the test before, and apparently I didn't do well enough. Maybe if the requirements were lowered, I could try to take it again.
I don't know anything about the test requirements, but you're
Oh,
welcome to attempt to test again.
What do you think, Leon?
There's well, he just looks and smiles and half laughs. Well, the worst that could happen is that they're telling you no again.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So I'm a citizen of Group of 9, and I show him my citizenship.
Oh, citizen, yes. Good to see.
Yeah. Can can she can I escort her to the test without her buying a day pass?
I'm afraid not, citizen. All merchants and entrants must pay for day pass.
Hmm. How much is the day pass again? Isn't that like 100 caps?
It is 120. I'll just double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 120.
Yeah.
Okay, so
1 second. Oops, that's not how you look things up, is it, Rich?
Only me and Jake are the only ones with cap counters.
Day pass will
Holy
cost
shit,
you.
Amelia, you're loaded.
and yeah, and then if I fail the test, it's wasted.
True.
Uh, Yes, 120.
I look
Shall
at
make a note of that. 100.
the officer and saying that I'm sorry, but that seems a bit backwards. If you want people to improve um, your your faction, but in order to get it, you have to take a test that's inside the city. But if a person comes along that can't pay for a day pass, then they can't take the test, which means that you are inadvertently making your faction weaker by numbers of money.
Citizen, I'm sure you're aware that the first time you take your citizenship, you're allowed entry into the city for free.
Yeah, he is correct. I did get in there for free the first time. I tell
I
Leon.
look at the officer and just saying that I was not made aware of this the first time I was there, probably because I gained citizenship. I thought it was only for people who wanted to enjoy the comforts of your cities for a day or two, so they would leave afterwards.
A day pass is usually used by merchants,
Yes.
but they come in, they trade their wares, so the value is good to them. The money we make from the day pass goes towards making sure that the fine citizens of this city are well catered to by the many soldiers and equipment that we provide.
Mm-hmm. Also, if someone is looking to better their own establishment in with the mindset of improving the area of the Group of Nine territory, in terms of getting like materials, is that something the Group of Nine would have, or
We have regular parties that gather materials for us, and if needs be, we manufacture some materials ourselves.
okay? Um, where would one be able to see these materials if they were if I'm looking for a specific one?
You would have to see report to the quartermaster.
Leon just sighs silently to himself. Well, thank you for the information. I I shall keep that in mind.
Yes, thank you. I think I know enough, actually. So, if we run into that iBot again that is broadcasting that same message, I can assume it's false and it's not one of your iBots?
It's nothing I would know about. You'd have to talk to the command. If they have
Okay.
iBots, they would know.
Okay. Right. I guess we're off again.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Yeah. And enjoy the soup.
Thank you, citizen. Yes, the soup and my men are very happy to be kept warm in this horrible weather.
Oh, you brought them food.
Yeah, I brought them food.
Nice. Good call.
I did the same last time. I just walk up to the commander, not up to the commander, but to the two guards, saying that if you're out here again and you want more of this, we live just down the road, and you can just come and maybe, yeah. Well, we have more of the soup down here.
They happily sort of intone, "Oh yes, yes," and get on with supping their soup.
Yeah.
I think that might be like the
Hello,
best
walk
set
back.
of interactions that I've ever seen Leon have with a person.
It's because there
was
no potential for drastically bad outcome.
That's
Leon, we should have totally captured the iBot.
We could totally been fucked in our asses if we did if it was theirs and we still captured it.
I don't think so. He didn't know about it. They actually reported it as an oddity, he said.
Yeah, but we didn't know that.
No, the guy did have his pad out, and he said that there was a note in his duty
Yeah.
notes.
He told
Yeah,
me.
and Leon
No,
looked
I mean,
at
we
Ruby
didn't
Jeff.
know at the time that the iBot
Well,
didn't actually belong to them.
if I see it again, I'm going after it.
You're more than welcome to it, but as he said, if they had it out, someone from it would be from the general command. And I have seen in the quartermasters, I've seen in the city they have like massive computer machines. That
Well, you know what? If I manage to capture it, I'll take it to them first and ask them if they are missing something.
if your hopes is to keep it and you show them to it and you say, "Is this yours?" Even if it's not theirs, they'll just say, "Yeah, that's ours." They're unless you can deactivate it, make sure that it's no way communicating back to any form of command, then you can keep it. Other scenarios will not pan out the way you want it. Sorry to be a sourpuss, but unless they're not controlling it and you present them with a functioning iBot and saying that, "Is this yours?" they will say, "Of course, that belongs to Group of 9. I really want it, but I really don't want people to come and fuck up our shit.
I guess another thing we could do is just take it apart.
Again, if we could take it apart where they wouldn't be able to track us back with it, sure. But I don't want to capture it and take it apart right outside of our home.
There is the other thing that he didn't. He thought they don't even have an outpost in that city the thing was talking about.
Yeah, that I really. But I can tell you from my interactions with the Group of 9 is that unless you need to know it from your job perspective, you will not know this. So I'm pretty sure that it's either being like the quartermaster or the overseer. They would know
I
if
don't
they
know.
had
It
not.
could also just be bandits that send out a false message to try to lure people in and rob them or something.
Pretty. That's
And
a
considering that he
high-tech
didn't know
bandits.
anything about it, I think that's the more likely scenario.
Again, to me the most likely scenario is the fact that that guy at the outpost was not high enough in the chain to know where they have outposts, and maybe the one from they're just desperate for more people, so they just sent it far out. But I don't know.
But
I
are
guess
you
you
guys
could
back
go
home?
in there and talk to the overseer about it.
Wait, are you guys back home?
Pretty much.
And you're
That's
talking
what we were
this?
talking about while we were walking back, and
Oh,
well, and continuing while we arrive, I guess.
Yeah, you'd be.
more
So-
likely it would. I don't think that. Why would they send it out to bolster their numbers from a place that's already been taken over?
Maybe
So
some
that-
people don't enjoy this. They're maybe to advocate to traders that they can go between these two cities. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
maybe you should go to the commander and then ask him if he knows anything about it. I can't go into the city or I would do it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if we should send Leon to go talk to important people. No offense, Leon, but you tend to piss people off.
Oh,
Well, if they would just stop stonewalling me from
Leave me.
everything.
I know. It's like drugs.
Drugs?
Okay, more for me. But yeah.
Leon is feeling that he's getting a bit worked up about thinking about the fucking quartermaster and the overseer and shit. Like,
Here.
no.
And he
No.
like,
I just
hands him some soup.
I just need to go
Take some
hammer on
soup.
some steel or something. I just need to make something. I just need to focus on something else.
I might have something to calm you down a bit, but given your tolerance, you probably will just be a vegetable for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Some pretty good shit.
Yeah, it's just. By the way, Vulcan, what have you been taking? You seem healthier.
Cocaine.
One of his hybrid, obviously.
This is canon now. It's cocaine.
It's just cocaine.
And it's good.
And in real life, I just did the kind of puckering out the lips and holding them just in a straight line, just like nodding my head, like, okay, just sure.
Cocaine's really old, man. That's just, but I found some lying around, and I'm feeling great.
Just, hey, I found this basement, and there's like this meth lab down here.
Wait,
we actually never checked if this place had a basement.
That is a good question.
We actually never looked around if there was a basement to this.
Your Leon's Inn does not have a basement.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a fucking World War II bunker down there with a fucking generator.
That would be a whole other.
Oh my god!
I don't say stuff like that. You just make me rock hard. Just don't say stuff like that. But no. I could go talk with them, asking if they do have an outpost in there. The other thing is, if it's just a malfunctioning programming in the iBot and it just went rogue.
Well, did you guys ask if they were recruiting people?
Yeah.
Well, he said they were always recruiting,
but they're lying, because I tell you that I answered all those questions right, or at least a bunch of them.
And you are still pretty adamant that you nearly aced whatever was in front of you on that test.
I mean, I might be getting old, but I know how to answer a damn test. I don't think that they actually want quality. They want drones.
That's what I said earlier today.
I wasn't there, man. I've been here all day.
No, I was saying that inside the building, unless you were baked out of your fucking skull.
Hey, you're probably right. And he smokes some more. And then he looks at drugs.
Drugs.
I was about to do a drug voice, and I'm good, man.
No, not unless you don't want to do shit the rest of the day.
Just passively getting high, standing next to you. Just.
Oh, it's like a steam train.
Just
comes out of my ears a bit.
But well, no, yeah, like you said, they want drones, and it would cost 120 caps to get in to take another test.
I'm guessing that all they said to that was, that is how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Vulcan just goes back to his study.
With all of that
but yeah,
of sorts.
I don't know, Ruby. I don't like. Okay, Rich, how fast was that thing moving compared to how fast we were moving yesterday?
As you were chasing after it, it was a little bit faster than if you were walking quickly.
So he just. Oh.
I don't know. There's a long silence, so he might not be there.
Rich?
Oh.
Oh, he muted. Maybe Amber.
Probably talking to the boss. Yeah.
No, I was talking to myself mostly. If you listen to the stream, you can hear what I've said. No, what I was trying to say regarding the iBot's speed. It was going a little bit fast. How did I mute myself? What magical button did... Anyway, it was going slightly faster than if you were to be walking at a quick pace.
So, and what would that be in GURPSian numbers?
We
If
caught
you
up
want to
with
put a
it
number on it,
anyway.
5.
Okay, so
We caught up with it.
So I currently probably me and the Haas are the only one who can.
Well, currently
catch
the Haas
or
is
keep
weighed
up
down
with it.
by the fact he's wearing half a tank.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be the only one who would be able to keep pace with it, but I couldn't catch it.
The thing is, I don't have to get in with pace of it. I just have to get in range.
Yeah, and your range is substantial.
That is true. That is actually true. Because it's far away from where we live. We could technically see if we can catch it. On the map, how far would it have been moving? Let's see where it is.
So
We had it here.
this is approximately, give or take, 300 yards. Give or take the odd shake of a tail. I hope I'm still communicating.
And it was dark.
We did have a direction it was going because we were keeping pace with it, so it was moving in a direction.
It was going that way.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It was travelling sort of thusly.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we just have to hope to see if it comes by again.
Stops by for a cup of tea, you know.
Hello, cup
Yeah,
of tea.
exactly.
Right.
How far would it have been, like,
How far?
with a move rate of 5? How far would have
It's
had
like
it?
trying to launch a torpedo.
Hang on, Mim. What are you trying to? What are you?
I am asking how far could it actually have gotten from the point where we saw it to the point where we are now?
It's the next day.
Yeah, I was
it's
going to
like,
say it's had in excess of like 6 hours
Oh,
to.
okay.
unless it circles the city, it's going to be far away.
Wait a minute. Vulcan turns around. Ruby, could you trace its radio signal? With maybe some help from Quinn and Leon? Is that possible?
Depends on how far away it is. If I can find out which signal it emits, then try to measure its signal from 3 different points, and I could possibly find out where it is. But that's difficult.
Yeah, because we can only create 2 points with your QT and Gwen. We need a third point.
No, it doesn't have to be all at the same time. It makes it more accurate. But
Didn't you say you put your QT on to record every signal that comes near it?
I thought that's what
It's on a rotating
did.
scan.
But it's also scanning the signal that or the frequency that I have agreed with the Haas on, or well, that his radio or walkie-talkie is set to if he broadcasts. So I hear it when he talks to me.
Yes.
Adequate response is adequate.
Yeah. In case there's something going on.
Yeah. So your QT wouldn't have logged if it recorded the frequency.
I guess my QT would have noticed a new frequency if it is emitting something.
Well, I'm guessing that's a GM thing.
Are you checking your QT?
Sure, I'll have a look.
Give me a check on your
QT.
QT skill. Give me a check on your programming.
Okay. Oh.
That's a good check. There
6
is
under?
2 new scan returns on your scan thing.
Okay.
If you would like to take a note of them.
Sure.
The first one is 0.1021.
1021. Yeah.
Incidentally, if any of these ever come up as a duplicate, please let me know, because it will mean
Okay.
you've probably scanned something strong.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is 0.4388.
0.4388. Okay.
And neither of them have given you anything substantial in terms of like captured content. Checking both of those signals at the moment, they're just static.
Do I have readings on the strength that I received them on?
Um,
Because we got real close to the iBot.
you did.
If one of them
Like
is
within
even the
meters.
iBot.
The strength of both of these signals is quite weak.
Really? Well, Leon, I have 2 new signals, but they're both recorded as quite weak. And at first that would lead me to believe that the iBot was not sending out a radio signal.
Yeah, I was about to say that because we were standing next to it, and if your QT only registered as weak signals at the time of the recording, then yeah, then it wasn't broadcasting anything; it was just looping. Then I would actually make the thinking that its radio mechanics has failed, and it's not receiving any course, so it's just heading in a direction.
Or it's a trap.
It
It's a
could
power
well be a trap because someone who is willing to send a functioning iBot out to lure people in, knowing that Group of 9 wouldn't go after it, even though it's shouting their name, they would be pretty well off.
Yeah.
That
Well,
would be.
also, if they can just send iBots out.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that's. Phew, I don't even know who else would have that kind of.
Well, I know one thing. If I see it again, I'm gonna attempt to get it.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you next time we know to check your QT if it's
Yeah,
picking up a radio signal, then from it, then no. If it's not,
because it also stopped when we approached it.
I thought it just kept going.
No,
GM?
it
No, it
stopped.
stopped.
It
It did
stopped and
stop.
turned and Vulcan and looked at Vulcan.
Oh,
Wait, what did I do?
No, I was
When you spoke
explaining
to it.
that
Oh,
when
okay.
okay. I missed that. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, sucks to know now, but hero hindsight and all, we didn't know it at the time.
Mhm. Who knows? It might come around again.
Well, it wasn't very quiet about it.
Yeah, exactly. If we hear it again, we'll probably be able to hear it from a distance. Or if it comes around.
Um,
Okay.
but hopefully those guards will come knocking and just asking if we have some more soup, and we can possibly, not because I want the Group of 9 to show up here, but I kind of.
Where's our pile?
What pile?
Our stuff. We need to make sure that it's not visible for them.
I'm pretty sure we've moved
our
it
food
into a
pile.
room.
We probably have it in one of the rooms.
Rich, that is something that we would be really happy to have at some point. Or I can make, since I now have nothing but time. We can talk about a floor plan of our little hovel.
I'll be not opposed to this.
I'll make you a
Yeah.
hovel plan.
Yeah, or
Awesome.
if you make a MS Paint version of it, I can sit down and
Oh, expect
had-
the most MS Painty.
It had
I
like 8
I will
rooms, right?
appreciate
In the place where the living area or something. It had 8 rooms.
Yeah, it's got. I mean, it's got 8 rooms that you're making use of, but there's several smaller, sort of, not proper rooms, but like large cupboards, effectively.
like some
Okay.
everything, but wasn't it just like a previous like car shop or like car repair
You get the
place?
gist of that. This place would probably have had something to do with automobiles before the war.
Yeah. Right now, just thinking of.
But I need to know what you guys are up to for the rest of the day. Consider that your foray over there has taken up your early morning.
I guess it's time for school then, isn't it?
Yeah, that would probably be it. And
This is the human ear. And I hold up an ear.
So that's where it went. I knew it.
Sorry.
Do you want to get down to school then?
Yeah.
Well,
while Vulcan holds up an ear, the first thing Leon does is just smack his hands towards where his ears are to make sure that they're still there, because
is
he hasn't forgotten
going
it.
to be attending school?
Dahas is not.
Is not.
Is he home?
Yeah, he's around. He's poking around.
He's poking
Like,
around.
before school starts, Vulcan goes up and hands him another bowl of soup. You seem like you need some more food. And he just hands him a bowl and then goes back to class.
Leon notices this, looks over at the Haas, and looks at the Tesla armor, and just Vulcan, I'm gonna pass on today because I kind of want to take a look at that suit, because well, I don't want it to fall apart or anything. So
You're at 11, right?
Well, I was going to say, you've
11.
actually finished your training
You
for
just
first aid.
finished.
Okay.
So you don't need
So,
to take
if
part
you want to
in...
quit.
Not that I don't want to quit, and there's nothing wrong with me having 12 in first aid. So
Yeah, my goal before he dies is that
shut up! Stop dying! Leon
Hey.
can't handle more people in his
as he
group.
snorts a line of cocaine. I think
I'm
I'll be
never
fine.
gonna die. Is
need
Ruby
so
attending school? Is
Yes.
right?
I
Ruby's
need
attending.
so many things. Shit. I walk up to the house and was saying, do you want me to just have a quick look over your armor to see if there's something we can do to make it better? And I kind of poke at it where you can see there's like, it's a bit rusted and stuff.
I just nod.
He nods? Okay.
But I will be watching you. I'm not even saying that. I nod and I just shrug it off and I literally push it towards you a bit forcefully. It's kind of a bit rude. It's just like in your chest. Donk.
Shoot. Okay, Rich. What the hell would I use on this?
So you don't have a specific
Brain.
skill for this, so this will be on your base repair.
Okay.
Defaulted for not knowing quite what you're doing, but on your base repair.
Can I recruit a buff using my science skill?
I will allow you to remove some of the defaulting because you're highly technically minded.
Yeah, I'm also machinist down here.
Machinist won't particularly help you in this because you don't have the necessity of having some kind of.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I remember.
Isn't that
Machinist is basically.
electrical armor?
Sorry?
That armor has like electrical stuff on it.
Yeah, it's
things?
got like sort of little extruded points which are supposed to generate basically an electromagnetic field that
Yeah.
absorb tons and tons of incoming energy damage.
Okay.
It's basically a big fucking magnet.
Nice.
Oh my god, if we can turn that magnet on and just him walking in, we can get all the cable we want out of a building.
Magnet.
And landmines,
yeah.
might I add.
It's a
Yeah.
big, very, very purposed magnet.
Copper is totally magnetic.
When you said landmines, I just
Pung, pung.
remember
Oh,
someone
look
asked.
what I found.
Yeah, I just remember someone posted a picture on a forum with of a landmine and saying, what is this? And someone wrote, it's a robot vacuum. It will clean everything in a 20 feet, 20
It's a
feet
room.
radius.
Oh yeah.
I was just like,
Actually, I do
No.
need to add onto your Tesla armor. I'm going to add the description heavily damaged. Heavily damaged. Because it does have detriment to its effect, so I need to put that on there.
so my plan is, I'm gonna have to word this correctly. My plan is to do a very, very light diagnostic of his Tesla armor to see how badly and how heavily.
So you want to look it over before working on it?
Yes, I am not.
That's basically
I'm
a
not.
non-destructive test.
Yes,
Um,
basically the same thing when I at work.
give
Someone
me a
comes.
roll against your science then for this, actually.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I'm not actually doing anything. I would qualify a repair diagnostic on the repair, but sure. No, science it is. I'll roll my science. Ugh, I'm
Okay.
2 over.
So you look at this armor, and other than the fact that it's clearly ancient, you can tell it's degraded to the point where some of its metal plating appears to be quite badly in need of replacing in some way. And some of its more important pokey, sciencey looking bits appear to be dinged or smashed. And you think that having those pokey, sciencey looking bits might be detrimental. You're not sure.
I am not sure. I can just say that look at the pointy thing, saying that all of these look the same, and these ones here doesn't look the same, and they don't look like they were supposed to look like this. So I just I look at the heart just think it's probably gonna take a fair amount of work to see if we can get this thing to work, because as you can see, and I point to where some of the
Yeah, like
plates.
there's a bit just below the main chest plate, and there's a section of it that's quite badly rusted.
Yeah, I just using a pointy stick or something. Just points at it and saying, if you got shot here, this part would not stop anything. It's going to need to be replaced. I'm pretty sure with the help of Ruby, maybe we could repair most of it. But it is a thing that we can work into. But right now, it's just, I'm pretty sure it's not the best thing for you to walk around in outside, because you might just damage it more with the weather.
You fix?
I will be happy to give my darndest to get this thing to work. But I might need you at some point to come with us to help find more materials to fix it.
What do you need?
first of all, most I need is cable, because if I can get our power here, I can make so many things. I can make a furnace that runs on electricity, which would be very, very nice. Which
Okay.
can
I just grabbed my rifle, my leather armor, and I just walked straight out. Guess what? I just need my table. Ow.
And I just semi yell at him, just be careful. Cables do not worth your life. Well, Leon is a nice guy. He doesn't want people to die. Like,
Oh,
even
Leon. You
What?
have to learn that people die.
There's Vulcan, just like with his eyes wide open, just like.
Very
look,
creepy.
it took Jonas basically shooting him in the face before he would he would abandon his teammates.
So.
Or yeah, it's
for purposes of getting today did, Vulcan is now completely stacked. He's done all of his time today in some way or another.
Oh
yeah. Ruby has gone to town slightly and then finished up her first aid training. That will now complete.
Oh.
Yep, that's going to be complete.
10.
So you'll have gone up to...
The 10.
Oop.
Right. So the next level, 11.
I'll work that out in a moment, how long that will take you.
Okay.
that applies to Leon.
If you're going to continue your training, I'll work out your next level as well. Mim?
Did we just lose him?
No, I'm here.
Are you going to continue training in first aid?
Well, when you know how long it would take. Also, how quickly have I think I remember last session that she was at 8 or something like that.
She was originally at 8, but she's also learnt a level quicker than you have.
Yeah, I know that, but I was just thinking that was fast. That compared how long it took for her from getting from 8 to 9.
Well, you took 6 days to go from your level, and she's taken 7 days.
7 days to gain 2 levels?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, oh yeah, I keep forgetting that she's made for learning.
Educated times 2.
She's she's and she's got intelligence 15.
Yeah, and also like her
must be quite hard for her to RP that.
So yes, I'll work those out in just a moment. I don't want to do maths in the middle of trying to sort shit out.
Okay.
I'm more curious as to what DeHaas will be getting up to now that he's decamped his Tesla armor.
He'd be donning his leather armor again, what he had before.
Off to the Trapland?
Trapland and scavenge.
You're going scavenging? What for?
Yeah, wire.
You're going looking for wires? Okay.
Cable.
Give me a outdoorsman roll then.
9. 3 under.
3 under.
Ow.
Sadly, you don't find any cable, but you do find. And I love it when DeHaas finds things because he just doesn't care.
It's like he was looking for he was looking for ammo, didn't find it, found a fucking tank to wear.
Do you want to do a luck roll to see what it comes up?
Now that's interesting. Give me a luck roll.
No. Jake, I love and hate you for this.
15. Not very lucky.
Okay.
Yeah,
You find an old medical crate,
Oh.
which feels quite weighty. And it
Wow.
says it's got the usual sort of biohazard signs all over it, and sort of medical jargon plastered all over it.
That's filled with Radaway.
Don't think so.
Nearby, you also accidentally kick a pre-war army helmet.
Oh.
Ah, Super Bowl.
You pick it up and realise that most of the helmet is missing. The previous inhabitant clearly had a bad day at some time.
I throw it in the backpack. Perhaps the crazy mechanic might be able to do something with this.
Okay, that is a ruined army helmet.
Alright, I'll put it on the pile.
Cool.
Done.
And a as yet unknown crate of something.
How heavy is it?
I'm going to say it probably weighs... I mean, bearing in mind it's a fairly old, heavy sort of... like the heavyweight plastic that they use to keep medical things in. So you're looking at, I'd say about 6 kilos.
Okay, so it's carryable.
Yeah, I mean, you can carry it back, yeah.
I'm gonna take it back to base.
Okie doke. You take the miscreant crate back to base. What happens there?
I shove it in front of the old man.
Huh? Oh. Where did you get this? And I look at it. What is it?
I just thumb a finger over my shoulder.
Yeah, that way.
I give him a thumbs up and another bowl of soup.
The house is like caning the poundage right now.
That's good for the winter.
I saw that you were taking food the other night. I figured you were just hungry. Here.
The house is just getting fat.
Fat house.
So what's in the crate?
Fat house.
Gonna look more like a kangaroo instead of a hare.
A kangaroo.
Don't mention kangaroos. They can be ripped.
I just nod to him. Yeah, don't fuck with a kangaroo. Jesus.
Yeah.
No, I'll just eat the soup.
More soup.
More soup.
Okie doke. So this crate, aside all of the various warning nonsense that's labelled all across it, once you've managed to actually read it, appears to be some kind of crate of cardiovascular medicines.
Interesting. I found some
So
heart medication.
he opened it, and that's what it was. What's in it?
Oh my god. You horrible person. Okay, yeah.
How do you spell cardiovascular?
CARIO.
Vask. You lot.
Just cardiovascular. Spell it phonetically. It doesn't matter. Heart meds.
Got it.
Or more likely, dinner.
The Jackson?
Are you looking into the crate because it actually needs like breaking open because it's like properly sealed?
Yes. Well, I asked for help because I'm an old man.
But you're gonna crack it
Hey,
open.
Ruby, make Quinn open this box.
Leon just looks over, just saying, "Don't you think I should try to that first?"
Yeah, isn't that good at the opening boxes, or at
you
least
know, I
not
could.
not if you want to preserve the contents of the box.
Fair enough. I just figured the chainsaw would be the fastest, but sure, whatever.
Yeah,
we'll do
but
it.
we could probably use that box to store other things.
Good point. Leon, then, since you can do it without completely demolishing the box.
Yeah.
Well, I can definitely do my Well, I do. Well, I do have tools, so I can open stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can grab something from your toolkit to crack the lid and force it open.
Yeah, pry it open. Do I need to roll anything for
No,
that?
there's no. You can do this. It's not a test. It's not a
Leon
thing.
just walks over and grabs some tools and just yanks it open. It just goes boink.
Yep. Inside,
Boy.
there are several glass jars, all of which are smashed, and at the bottom of the container is a mix of semi-molded putrescent liquids.
So, don't let that get on your skin and dump this out.
Okay.
Some medications can be absorbed through your skin, even though they're for ingestion. So this needs to be before we put anything else in this box. This box has to be cleaned out because of its heart meds. Even really old heart meds can still do some shit. So
Okay.
yeah, this is garbage. Thanks though to Haas. This could have been awesome.
It could have been, but he failed his luck roll.
Oh, he's gone. All right.
Well, I wouldn't say failed because we do now have a very nice.
We have a box.
Yeah, you've got a pretty good box.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
No. So yeah, Leon just he takes it out and just heads towards the river. Just saying, the house. Would you mind just keeping an eye out over me because I just want to clean this out on the river, so making sure that it's usable for us, but I don't want to be killed.
I'll just shrug.
Okay.
Make sure that we get the water from not below where you put that. Just for a while.
No, Leon's plan was to use the stream water to do the heavy lifting in terms of cleaning it, and then using the purified water to actually clean it.
Fair enough.
Cool. Either way, you end up with a cleaned box, and you'll be glad to know that the RNGs said there are no interruptions in that time. So that was the scavenging, which is that. Ruby, you still have 2 slots. Leon, you still have 2 slots.
I would definitely be cleaning out the room, and I would be working on the robotics.
Can you take a fatigue away?
I shall do so. Chai, what are you looking at? Anything interesting you're looking for?
Just the sea.
Just to see? You just want to
Just stroking the sea.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you were picturing me as a woman or as a man, because there's a C point on both, but
either way,
yeah.
There'll be no pleasure out of it for me.
Right. Well, in I don't want you to feel alone, so I'm over here, and I'm just stroking the A, teasing it.
Oh,
Anyway.
good lord, what is going on? I don't know if I
What
need
is
to be
going
in.
on?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Wait, Rich, you are actually the one who in the first place invited us if we wanted to play with you. So
Well, let's get back to Ruby doing something in game.
Yeah. I have a question for you. Was it possible to upgrade Quinn's melee fighting software more, or is that at its limits after the last upgrade?
You can do so, but I mean, last time it took you not considerable amounts of effort to achieve that 1-point upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
So pushing it further is only going to be harder.
Yeah, but I don't think it took that long to upgrade this.
It didn't. No, it doesn't take a long time. It's just difficult.
Because he was at 10 now, wasn't he? Because this number was... Oh, wait. Was it that number?
Gosh darn it, you know
I
what?
have a +1 melee note, but I think he was at 9 to begin with.
I'm pretty sure he's at 10 and 10, so that with the laser he's on
Mhm.
11, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's at 10 and 10.
Yeah, then Ruby would like to attempt to upgrade his melee software
Okie dokie.
to the next level.
Right. I shall look in a book. Oh, made a noise. Let's not do that again. Did he... Computer... Programming. Robots. I will come back to you because we're nearly at the end, and this is going to be a problematic thing because I'm going to have to look at 2 different books. So,
Okay.
I will come back to you. We will finish this up.
Do I have to do my last slice as well? Because I would just be hacking.
You're just going to do hacking for that. Oh, that's easy. There
Hacking
we go. Yeah.
and then trying to get more intel on that signal.
Give me a rel on your computer hacking. A rel.
A rel. That's
similar
7
event
under.
to yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to use your cipher that you've managed to build up, and you get some snippets of very low level terminal command sort of input-output type details.
So the input or the receiving and the sending is happening on the same frequency?
It's a frequency that appears to be bilateral, so it's
bidirectional.
Yeah, by something all. It's receiving and sending, but it's doing so simultaneously. So everything that is encoded in this data stream is happening sort of asynchronously, as though it's just happening all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm guessing there's some sort of transmission control as well, like if the terminal sends something, it gets a response back that it was received.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the specifics of how freaking transmissions work, but whatever you might expect for such transmissions, and it's again, all I can allude to is that this is really low-level stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it would probably just be some kind of binary protocol, but okay. And these messages that are coming from the terminal.
Well, the way you're reading it, it looks as though it's the same kind of code you would expect to encounter were you to go into the back of, like, hacking into a terminal somewhere. So it's that sort of sense of some kind of mainframe data transmission.
Well, you would probably be sending the commands that whoever is working the terminal is putting into the mainframe, and then what you send back to the terminal is what it needs to display on the screen.
Something like that. When
So there would be probably text involved as well.
Well, when I say terminal, I mean insofar as a point of computer talking to another point of computer to act in
Okay.
some functional way.
Fair enough.
Not terminal as in user input terminal.
Yeah. Right, so... Okay, so can I... Damn it. I want to know what they're communicating about. That's what I want to research. I can figure that out.
You can begin work on that, but you currently have no way of understanding that without having batches of data to try and
Yeah, so I
work
gotta
out
start
what the
logging
content might be of.
Yeah, logging some data and then figuring out, okay, if this terminal sends this, then the other one responds with this.
Yeah, so trying to
And
figure out
making-
what synchronous commands are being issued and what
Yeah,
synchronous responses are, just trying to work out what's what in the stream of data.
exactly. Okay,
But at the moment, to you, it's just a mass of unknown data.
all right. Well, that's more to be figuring out then.
Right, I will come back to your robotics upgrade.
Okay.
But I need to find out what DeHaas is doing for his end of day. Well,
how many segments have I
you've
got
got
left?
2 slots.
Okay. So one of those will be, actually both of those will be looking for wire.
You're going out more wire, okay. Well, give me a single roll and I'll add on some extra time for you.
That's one under outdoorsman.
1 under outdoorsman with some extra time taken. You have found 4 bunches of crappy wire.
Okay.
And at the same time, if you have any interest in the following, you've also found... Ooh, you found a... So you're poking around in what used to be, like, I don't know, some kind of old family home, but there's only one wall standing. But on that wall, there's an old medicine cabinet, and you're just like, I wonder. And you open it up, and there's a bottle of purified water in the cabinet.
Nice. I take the water and I drink it.
Glop, 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 glop. Yep.
I put the bottle back in the cabinet and I close the cabinet.
Oh, nice. Glop, glop, glop. Yeah, put that there.
You piece of shit.
You are the worst type of human.
I'm sorry, he's callous, like zero fucks given to anyone
Ah,
else.
I love
Are
it.
you taking the
But,
people or the wire for the
but at
pile?
least the
Okay.
house is the type of person that would go, well, I left them the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lucky
he's
bastards.
are you contributing that wire to the pile, I presume, was the question at hand.
Yes.
Okay.
I literally just go up to Leon and dump it on the table.
Yeah, wires.
And I go up to the old man and I just look at him.
You just look at it.
you fixed now.
Soup?
No, that's Vulcan. Oh, you need some soup. Here. And he hands him some soup. So that's like 3 extra bowls of soup.
You
that
can
he's
cross
gonna
off a
sit
point.
down.
I'm going to take a food off the tally. There you go. You've used up additional food in feeding him.
Yeah, trying to feed him because I think he's hungry. So
And I just walk off. I don't even say thank you. I just like take it. I'm sorry.
good job.
The character text.
Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, so you've been hunting around, and then you got some soup. Leon, you do have a spare slot that you haven't yet done anything with, and we'll need to know what that is before I can wrap up.
Wait, didn't didn't I use?
You've been clearing. You did some engineering robotics, and you went into town. That's 3 things.
Didn't I also spend a time slot diagnosing his power armor, his Tesla armor? Or
In
is that
terms
just
of time flow, I'm going to allow that one to be just there.
okay? Well, I'm guessing then I will just keep clearing out more space, making
Give me an endurance
ready.
check then.
What?
Give me an endurance check.
I will do so.
Nice.
For you, when I rolled for fucking materials.
Yeah, that's it. So you dust your hands off at the end of a busy day and
Do
Let
I
me
find
just-
anything good, please?
give me a luck roll.
Yeah. Now watch me fail. Now watch me nay nay. Oh yeah. I am one over.
Unlucky.
You failed.
And you failed.
Andrew failed.
And you. Where's that from?
It's a turtle, isn't it? Is it a turtle?
Can't remember. There is a show where someone
Somebody just falls over. It's just like, and you failed.
Andrew failed.
Stick to it.
Okie dokie.
It's the after movies.
Yeah.
Welcome to standing up school. And you failed.
So, you pull out some old garbage from one of the high stacked, sort of largish store cupboards, and after an avalanche of rotten wood and various other sundry bits of plaster have fallen out of the cupboard, you pull out a box, and on the box it says grass seed.
Holy shit.
I walk over to Vulcan and present him in with a box, saying, "Oh, hopefully these are still good in here. But this could be something good for when at some point it."
Is it open?
Sorry?
Is it open?
Yeah, box is open.
Can I see? And using my superior herb knowledge,
Yes.
can I know if these look to be okay?
Your herb knowledge kicks in and tells you that most of the plaster dust in this box is in fact plaster dust.
I thought he said grass seed.
I had heard grass
Yeah,
seed.
that's what the book said.
Got it. So,
Fuck you.
this is
Are you
plaster dust.
Seriously, are you telling me the fact that I didn't notice the fact that there was plaster dust into it?
Did you look?
You didn't look. You just carried the box out.
You carried the box.
I was excited.
You said you
Motherfucker.
looked.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, Leon was just excited.
Oh, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. Drugs?
No,
No
but
drugs?
maybe at the bottom of all this plaster dust, there might be some that could be used. I don't know. And Leon just shamefully walks back towards his clearing job, just like,
Hey, no, man. This is quite good. This is useful. We mix this with water. We have plaster. Like,
Leon looks
this is
over his
not
shoulder,
useless.
actually smiles, and just starts thinking, what can I use this then for?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually useful. Plaster dust can actually be reused if it's completely dried out.
So, good find as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's true. Also, if
Here's the problem. It's not completely dried out, though. It's just plaster dust in a semi-open box that's been there for literally centuries.
Oh, we can just dry it out.
as soon as we get that cable, I can make an induction oven. And yes, Rich, I am calling that on right now that Leon wouldn't know that running a current through unprotected metal will make it hot.
I allow
It's
it.
more like something Ruby would know instead of Leon.
No, well, working with metal,
Hearing?
because it's not like Leon doesn't know how electricity works. Pretty sure in his years of being alive, he would probably notice that, oh, if you run electricity through something and it's done incorrectly, it's get warm.
Anyway, for all intents and purposes, I'm going to call it there, and I'm going to figure out the programming thing that needs to happen because of the robot. But
Okay.
please think up if people need karma points awarding, or if there's been anything amazing. I always like to reward people for doing cool things.
I'm gonna go with the making the wire, even it might be shoddy, but 30 yards. You said?
No,
you
he made 4. You
No,
already
we
had
have-
30 buried.
We have now 34 yards in total.
I
So
think
we're-
that was more of a waste of wire scraps, to be honest. So no, I will not be handing out points for
Yeah.
that.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, 30 for 4 meters. Come on.
Falcon doesn't know shit about wires.
Amelia, I would turn it around saying that if Leon made a high-powered cable out of the wires that's inside your computer, he made 4 meters of that. That is still a feat, and you don't know how much there is in this scrap. I'm not saying it's not a waste.
Still saying it would have been better used for other things.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can find more because we have been finding a ton of it. But no, I do get what you're coming
Yeah,
from.
but most of the area is depleted now, or at least for a bit.
Yeah, we need stuff to respawn.
Tahas just points at a robot wire.
Wires.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
got
no.
wire in it.
That's gonna stay in there.
Those wires stay.
I go up to the robot and put the bowl on its head. Helmet.
I giggle.
Oh,
Pretty
Nice.
robot!
Oh,
Oh,
Quinn
yeah,
now
that
has
was-
a little army. Quinn has now a little army halo on him. If I were to think of anything that would be out of character, I would probably say that Leon attempting to improve his people skills with bringing food. That's the only. No, actually, Vulcan, because he's actually been teaching really nicely and keeping the Haas fed, force feeding him.
Yeah. I think the teaching would be worth a karma
Oh,
point.
can you scrap off a day's worth of food, by the way, because we do need to wrap up.
Yeah. You did take the extra. Good. Okay.
Yeah, I took
Someone
one.
took one extra.
Yeah, I took
Yeah.
one off
Used-
for feeding Superman.
Okay. So we're down to
the S is for Superman, guys.
Superman.
9-7, I guess.
This is really the reason why I need the educated. Leon doesn't do anything. He makes stuff. Other than that, no.
Hey, I totally think that anyone with intelligence should, like, this is out of game and more of meta, and it doesn't hurt to pick up teaching, because
No.
that makes you useful to everybody.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Imagine me teaching the Haas armory small gun.
Oh no, not him.
What?
Some people can't be taught, Leon.
I think it's just a case of teaching something that they want. Because have you seen the way he caresses his gun?
So, there is
Oh, yeah.
one thing that I've just found which is going to be a bit of a hiccup in the programming of Quinn.
Okay.
The memory bank that holds his programs is now pretty much maxed.
Really? Because what was it in
Actually, no,
total?
sorry.
600?
No, not the memory bank, the computer that runs, so the complexity of the computer is
Okay.
maxed. His little CPU, his Pentium 1 chip,
Mm.
is fuzzing gently at trying to run all of his little joints and contemplating
So-
pretty flowers.
I can't actually upgrade his programming.
Not unless you can advance his CPU.
Hmm. Is it possible that I can upgrade the servos of his shoulder-mounted laser so it's more stable or something? Is that a thing that
I
I
would
can do with my
allow that
robotics
under weapon
engineering?
modifications. So
Okay.
if there's a weapon modification that can be applied, and you can make an appropriate engineering robotics, along with possibly you may need some material to achieve it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you try and do sort of external modifications, I'm happy to work around that.
Yeah, I would like to attempt that to make the servos on the shoulder cannon a bit more stable or something.
Because he's effectively got a pistol, hasn't he?
Yes.
And he's got a laser sight attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Well, and it's like 3 of them, so it looks like, you know what? No, it's just 1. But yeah, it's got a laser pointer.
Where's the friggin'... So, modifications... Modification... gunsmithing, tactical equipment. You want to make it, what, more accurate, so more
Yes.
stabilized.
Mm-hmm.
The trouble is, it's already as stable as it can be under its
Okay.
fact of being a laser means it's pretty much infinitely stable. The problem that is mostly faced is how quickly the computer can retarget and track its targets, i.e. how skillful the computer is.
Okay.
But, having said that, let me have a quick look. There must be something in here I can give you. Something physical that you can adjust. Let's have a look at page 74, shall we?
Uh-huh. Or maybe what determines his agility again? was
That's
something.
based off of his core build, so it's some part of whatever you put in him when you were designing him.
Maybe upgrade that? Whatever part that was?
I'd have to go back and have a look at the build sheet.
Hmm.
What page mine? 72. 70. So you've got a laser module, so can't do that. A reflex sight won't help him because it's based on his ability to target the gun rather than look at the target.
Yeah, I imagine he uses the laser pointer in combination with his vision or something
Yeah, I
to
mean,
determine
with
what he's
his
aiming
own
at.
vision, he'd be like, where's the fucking laser? And yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing I can find in tactical shooting that would give you some kind of physical adjustment. But leave it with me, because I will try and find something that you can potentially work on, and I'll have a look at the robot sheet.
Okay.
But for now, I'm going to
Yeah,
kill the stream off.
looking at potentially either upgrading his agility, his accuracy with his laser, or his chainsaw. Possibly his strength with that chainsaw arm.